Testing 1, 2. Perfect. Starting a lot later than I anticipated, but that is okay. Because I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk. What's going on, Box on Box? I took the walk to Poland. Huh. I took the walk. Oh man, how's it going? All right, so yeah, I started a lot later than I would have liked, but that's okay. We are here. Still got my niece's birthday I got to go to. You got Ayaka? Congratulations. Congratulaciones, good sir. Congratulations. Do you need help leveling this Ayaka? I will join you right now. We'll go kill... What is it? Who's Ayaka's boss? The mechanical array? We'll go kill that right now. Let me know. Let me know. How you doing, by the way? Not today? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so this is CS with DWP. Today it's going to be a split stream. I started a lot later than I anticipated. The reason why is because I had a Zoom call I had to get on. I know it's been excuse after excuse after excuse, but business is picking up. A lot of people outside of Donor Precision are becoming a lot more aware of Donor Precision, and they're involving me in marketing campaigns, not necessarily pertaining to Donor Precision, but they are becoming aware, and there's some things that's going to be transpiring again over the next, couple of months or so. How you doing, Jalen? How you doing? What is cracking with you, cuz? You got the Mist-Splitter at 4 pity? Holy Jesus. I just seen you online on Genshin, so I knew. Oh, yeah. Yep, we in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, congratulations on the Mist-Splitter and Ayaka. The crazy thing, just to give you a heads up, so the Mist-Splitter is very much so like the Black Sword as far as damage is concerned. Oh, you're good? That's good. I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I was trying to think if there's anything bad or challenging or nothing. Yeah, nothing really bad is going on or whatever. But yeah, I mean, as far as the weapon, typically with this one you'll do a two-piece with a crit damage circlet, and then this one you rock the 4-piece with a crit damage circlet, and the damage output is pretty much the same as far as the normals and the charge attacks, but the skill and the burst is where this one, the Mist-Splitter, takes the cake. So yeah, it is a better weapon overall. Yeah, I mean, congratulations on this weapon. Just the fact that you have a Mist-Splitter really on your account, I think is more important than necessarily having it with Ayaka. It's really just having a Mist-Splitter. It's kind of like the Homa. Like, if you have a Homa, like, you're good. If you have a Mist-Splitter, you're good. If you have a Thunder and Pulse, you're good. If you have stuff like if you just have like an elegy, like, oh, I got an elegy, like, oh, you're good. So it's one of those kind of it's a really good universal sword to have on your account. For example, you don't want to use Ayaka one day, but you want to use like Alhaitham or something, then yeah, you'll be good. Yeah, I just got the Homa during the last run of the Homa. But it's a good weapon to it's just good to just kind of have. What's going on, Gracie? How are you doing? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing swag-tastic. What we got going on today, Gracie? Oh, it's closed? What? I didn't know it was closed. Hold on, let me open it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this train going. You're good? I'm doing good. Not really too much going on. I'm still fishing for, like, emblem pieces and whatnot. That's pretty much about it, though. You need to fight the Ruin Serpent? Let's go. Let me see if I got you in here. I don't think I do. There you go. Let's get it in. Oh, I was going to say, you ain't even got to hit join. You're at 118K with Hu Tao. That's a huge congratulations. Now, how does it feel? You are in 100,000 club now. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. How does that feel? Is that your first 100K? Like it feels different. And then all the other milestones open up. Oh man, I gotta hit 200. You feel rich? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay, now let me see if I can hit 150. Let me see if I can hit 180. Let me see if I can hit 200. Let me see. You know what I mean? And it starts to. It's your first over 100. 100. Yeah, yeah. And then it's consistency, and then ooh, how can I make this stronger? And ooh, what other weapons are available? Ooh, how does what was the EM's role in this? And like it's yeah, it's gonna be lit. What's going on, Kinko? How you doing, brother? I was literally thinking about you today, man. So Vars came out with a why no one plays on Dea, and the first thing I thought of was you in that Hu Tao video. What's that? First thing I thought of was, yep. He brought up Burgeon. I was like, yep. I remember having this heated debate about Dea's Burgeon, and Kinko had a Hu Tao that did all of what is it, 1,000 damage on charge attack, but her Burgeon destroyed the triple Kinky in like 15 seconds or something. Yeah, Steve, let me know. And no, I'm not starting off toxic. It's just that was the honest to God's situation. When farming mechanical array, my Yalan burst was doing 10k per hit. Hey, that's really good though. Like 10k, that's really good. All thanks to Shinha. Are you sure it's all thanks to Shinha? I don't know if it's all Shinha, but I could, yeah. Shinha does work in there though, or she worked when I ran it. Is it me, or did it seem like Shinha? Like it looks like she's doing nothing, but she is doing a lot. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. Let him know, Steve. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I need Shinha. She's good. Shinha's really good. I like her. Now that I'm seeing the movement of this thing, I'm starting to think that that this snake is based on the one that's in the Abyss. The Abyss has the same attacks. The one in the Abyss has the same attacks. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. That's all that changed since the last Abyss? Yeah. I'm thinking of doing a... Oh, you said thank you, though? Hold on. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, Jalen. No, congratulations to you, though. Like, if that's your first... I'm telling you, that's your first 100K, it's only going to go up from there. Because it's like... That big hit, you kind of start to become low-key addicted to the big hit. Not addicted like that, but it starts to become like you want to see how much, like, ooh, can I go further? And then you try to go further, and then you want to go further, and then you want to go. Now you're using Mona more, and now it's like, okay, well, let me use Bennett more, and then, you know what I mean? Ooh, now I want to pull Kazuha, and you know what I mean? Like it'll, you know what I mean? Like damage starts to become. It's the impressiveness of your capabilities is kind of what starts to pull you into doing damage, or at least that's what it was for me. Next time I have all my bursts, I'll record it for you and send it. Yeah, pop it in the Discord. Like for real, for real. To be fair, last Abyss I was using level 40 Rosaria. Nice. They're all trying to buff Dea, and the current Abyss is good to her. Yeah. 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 You know what it is? Is every time you buff Dea, you buff all the pyros. That's the problem. Like, there's no way to buff Dea without buffing every pyro. You know what I mean? And it's typically an exponential buff. So the more you buff her, you're buffing the other pyros even more, and that's, so it's never gonna be a conversation. It's always just gonna resort when it comes to that character, because I swear to God, I lost 2 friends over that character. I swear. We could say it was me. It was not me. Maybe it was the way I was talking about the character, but I lost 2 friends over that character. Hu Tao's good in there? Yeah, Hu Tao's amazing in there. Well, Hu Tao's just kind of amazing in general. Like, she's just a good character kind of, like, all around. Did it come back? It already respawned? Jesus Christ. Man, I'm feeling really... So I haven't done the audio yet, Kinkle. And it's looking like I might not end up doing the audio. So I might have to slide you a tip if you could type it out. I'll pay you extra. I mean that. I really mean that. You know, because it's just time. The time, I can't seem to find time to re-record it as of right now. What's going on, Mixoplex? You kind of need some help. It's all good. What you need help with? Steve! You need help about a decision? What's the decision? Yeah, just throw a number at me, man. I just need to get something up, though. Kinko. So basically what? Steve! Bop, bop, bop. I'll give it to him. Okay, hold on. 6 subs away from 500. I told you, Kinkle. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're gonna hit 1,000 real, like really soon. What's going on, Shikasu? All right, so you said so. Basically, I got a lot of wishes on an account that I'm taking a break on. I plan to only use Traveler, but should I really wish? Nope. The reason why I say no is you have a conviction to that account, and I don't recommend breaking that conviction because it's a talking point. Not only that, my personal recommendation is actually not to use multiple accounts or invest in multiple accounts. Because I'll give you an example. You will have an account that has Yaimiko and you really like Yaimiko. I don't know. I'm just using her as an example. Let's say this is some super duper Archon. And you don't pull this super duper Archon on your main account. But your main account has the Pyro Archon. And you're like, cool, I got the Pyro Archon, but it'd be nice if I have the Pyro Archon and this other Archon, but you don't. So now you're bouncing back and forth between 2 accounts just to accommodate your desire to play this Archon, right? So what I would always recommend is any effort you're putting into like 2 accounts, just consolidate those efforts if you can, and then just skip all the stuff that you really, really don't want to make sure that it's kind of like min-maxing. So you're min-maxing your decision making, right? So the stuff that you kind of want, just don't get, and then reserve that for the stuff you really want, so that you have like the 2 Archons on 1 account, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm saying that's why I wouldn't recommend it that's my personal opinion, but that's why I don't recommend it. Nothing much. I've been farming for primos. I'm 25k primos and 22 fates. That's kind of swaggy. I'm just stressed from having so many characters I want to raise. Just the fact that you have the characters should be enough. You don't necessarily have to raise the characters. You know, and having so many characters that you want to raise, that's fine, but that's a personal issue, right? That you would have to resolve. That's not a game issue or an account issue. That's a you issue. Does that make sense? So you just have to figure out, you just have to make the decision. Am I going to raise this character? Am I going to raise this character? You know what I mean? Just make the decision to not invest in this character and raise this character. Does that make, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do it on 2 accounts. And I know the idea is double the resin, but now you can't use this invested character with this invested character. That's I mean, that's my opinion. You know what I mean? And then just manage it. I mean, as long as you manage your resin properly, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. It's back? Okay. Playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer for the last hour. Hey, Uncharted 4 is kind of lit, though. I actually have Uncharted 4. And I've never even turned the game on. But I have it. 79 pity with Ayaka right now. You should be pulling Ayaka in the next 5 or 6 pulls, if that. If you're at 79 pity, she should hit your account. And, well, Believe it or not, the farther you get after 70, the lower your chances to pull Ayaka R on your way to 90 pity. But you should be pulling Ayaka sometime soon. Because it's like a 40% chance at like 70 pity or something like that. But then it goes down from 40% to like, you know, back down to like 0.6. I think it's 0.6 at like 85 pity or something like that. Like it's really low. Steve? Oh no. I only had one. I don't know if people have 2 accounts. No, I mean it's just they just have 2 accounts. It's not that it's bad or hard or nothing like that. It's just my reasoning is, you know, just manager. I just don't recommend it because it's going to stretch you thin. Not only on time, but it'll stretch you thin on your account, you know. But I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's not wrong either way. It's just I don't personally recommend it. Like let's take like Kinkle. Like Kinkle has Yoimi on one account and Ayaka and like a Mist-Splitter and all this other stuff on one account, and then he has, I mean, I know this isn't exact, but he has Yoimi on one account, and then he has Hu Tao on another account, but he's never going to have both on the same account with the same stats and all that jazz. So the Yoimi that he has over here will never be over here. You know what I mean? And then, like, let's say Miko, she has Albedo on one account, but then she has, or I forgot what's on, I think it's like a built Zhao or something like that. She got Zhao on like a, Zhao's on both accounts, but it's like, one account looks one way and one account looks another way. So when she wants to play Zhao, she has to hop on this one. When she wants to play Albedo, she has to hop on this one. But she'll never have Zhao and Albedo on the same team. And that's even a stronger case because they actually work well together. You know what I mean? So my advice is always to try and focus on one account. I mean, that's my advice. But you do what you feel works best for you, though. I'm trying. Oh, what? Oh, in tears. In tears, what? Kind of stressed about it. Why? What you stressed about? Don't be stressed. You'll be fine. I don't know how people have 2 because play for new people. Oh, some people do. I mean, but there's a million reasons as to why somebody would even start a new account. Like some people will start a new account just for a like Kinko did it for a free to play experience. Some people would do it because they want to play the game over again. Some people would do it because they feel like they're, you know, the current account is, you know, they made bad decisions on the one account, so then they start a new account. You know, some people want 2 accounts. You know what I mean? This one guy, he has like 8 accounts for one reason or another. And I'm not talking about Burger. Burger manages like a bunch of accounts. They're not like 2 of them are his, but that's because somebody gave him an account. You know what I mean? But this other guy, he has like 8 accounts that are his. You know what I mean? And it's like some people just do it to do it. You want to follow on the story? You skipped over the whole thing. You feel like you're missing out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you do what you want. You know. Yeah. So what happened, Kinko, is there's a guy named Matt Jester Gaming who showed there was a Chinese person who ran an algorithm for 1 billion pulls, literally 1 billion. I have to find the video. And when he did 1 billion pulls, it ran the chances as to how likely you are to pull a 5-star, and it went from 40% at 70, and it went down like way down as it got closer to 90. That's where that came from. Like if it was 100%, then people would just pull a 5-star at 74. But it was Matt Jestik multi-gaming. Or at least that's where my claim is coming from. Is the guy literally did 1 million pulls in a simulation and it spit out it was roughly 40% at 70. I mean that's where I'm getting it from. I don't know where you're getting it from. Not that you're wrong. I don't know where you're getting it from. That's the only source that I know. And from my experience, that's what it's felt like. Like most of my pulls are. Yours comes from Matt Jester Gaming? Yeah, this was a long time ago when it first came out, right? Yeah, it's the same data. It was a black background. It looked like a DOS prompt. Yeah, so it was 0.6 all the way up to like 70-ish. And then right around there it went up to like 40%, but it was not 100% though. But it was like 40 and then it went down over time. I know it doesn't go up over time. It goes up right in the 70s and then it starts to go down again. No worries, Gracie. Huh, huh, huh. Let's go. Let's go. Steve! Let him know, cuh. Uh-oh. Yeah, if you find it, let me know, though. Because I do want to make sure that we're right on that. Time to play Minecraft? Uh-oh. Steve, let him know. Hmm? I don't remember that part. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. No, because the reason, I tell you why I'm remembering it that way. Because when I was having a talk on one of my, because I used to podcast all the time back then, and I remember having a talk about monetization, and that thing had came out, and then I started having to pay attention to everybody's polls, and what I've noticed is that in my case and a lot of other people's cases is that they would hit in the 70s, but if they hit in the 80s, it usually landed at the late 80s, and in some cases hard pity. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it might be true that it starts to fall off after the 70s. Because I don't hit at 82. If I get the minute I go past 75, it usually doesn't hit until like the late 80s. Like almost every 5 star that I got was either early or right there in the like early to mid 70s. But the ones that are in the 80s, they're always at like 87, 88, like somewhere out there. Matter of fact, Snowy, he hit 89 and still didn't get the character. Right? So if it's incrementally going up, then you would imagine that, you know, yeah, we got to find it. Yeah, we'll have to find it. It would make more sense that it would increment up. Wait, that's it, right? Yay! Okay. You never gone past 85? Yeah. Wait, what? Box on box? What's cracking with you? Should I download Genshin on my iPad? You can if you want to. That's up to you. Do you want to play the game? That's up to you. Yeah, everybody gets their 5 stars between. They usually always get them in the 70s. That's the only reason I recall it because we used to talk about it all the time. Because I'm more concerned about the business practice than the game at the time. Because this was during the time when the argument was: is Genshin preying on the gambling? Are they trying to develop gambling addictions amongst minors? Right, and then that's when we got into the pool conversation. And then it was like, oh, okay, you have like like 90% of the people who pull 5 stars are pulling in the 70s, or 40%, I'll say, in that case. But it's like most people are getting the gold in the 70s, and the people who are getting them in the 80s are getting them in the late 80s for one reason or another. They're getting them in the late 80s. PMA, let's go. What's your UID? I'd rather be wrong though, because yours makes more sense. But I just remember it that way, where it hits high in the 70s, and that's why everybody pulls in. That's why everybody's hits in the 70s. It's not necessarily that it increments. It's that it's high in the 70s. 650. Let's go. 134 476. Got you. Hold on. Arentu! Tree! Wagwan, cuz. Yeah, it's like 45, right? Yeah, it's like something dumb high. I know it's not 50. I know that much. It's not 50, but it's really high, like in the 70s. It has to be 75. I keep saying 70. It has to be 75, though. Whoa. All right, so here's what I'm going to recommend to you, and that is you get get one of the portable teleporters, and you're going to slap the portable teleporter in the whatchamacallit. Starts at 74. That doesn't make sense. 108K. You still got 108K though. Ah, hold on. Hold up. Ever since that graph, yeah. Yeah, all my pulls were always in the 70s. And ever since, like, I think I pulled 2 in the 80s. And the 2, I know one of the 2s in the 80s was like 87. I think either way it goes, you're at 79 pity. Like at the end of the day, you're at 79 pity. So you are guaranteed Ayaka at this point. Let there be shields. God dang. The files are too powerful. Oh, for Discord? Oh, you know what you do? Upload it to YouTube as unlisted and then share the link to Discord. Yeah, you should set down a portable teleporter, by the way. It's, set this down. I don't know if you have any, but yeah. Whoa. Ah, okay. You got a quest, cuz? Gotta get your quest on. You wish you did? Oh, okay. Do you have the blue? It's a blue. It is a blueprint, right? I think yeah. You make it over here. I don't know if you have it, but you make it at the crafting bench. It's right there. 4. Hold on. What's going on, Logan? It's a mod stat. Okay. Oh, do you have it, or if you don't have it, it's not a big deal. It's really not. Well, not anymore. I mean, we got Yalan and Sayu and all of them who could like run and roll and all that jazz. So it's not that big a deal. Your Hu Tao is looking kind of spooky right now. Helping Ari with resin, swag. Swag. Bro, I know they're gonna lose their mind when they get. Wait, where are you at? Oh yeah, you can't talk to her in co-op. What a split stream? I'm gonna be doing 2 streams today. So I'm gonna do one, and then I gotta go to a birthday party, and then I'm gonna come back and do the rest of the stream. But we're gonna stream late into the night though, so it's gonna be like not 10 p.m. It's probably gonna be like 1 p.m. Like I'm gonna be up dumb late. Basically, I stream until everybody leaves. Basically, or until I get tired. Like I just stream until I get tired. Like too tired to stream. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, I still got resin. Okay. I would be Ayaka, but what? One minute? Darn. There needs to be a way to force spawn. Yeah, just pop it in the Genshin chat under like clips. She would die. Don't worry about it. You're good. I mean, I could bring him. Just pop on energy recharge or something. Which I have. Yeah, I'll just pop energy. I'll use Albedo. You can play Ayaka. I guess I could play Ito. Because I just got to give him burst uptime, really. Yeah, I'll play Ito. I'm supplementing artifact rolls, so bear with me. Bear with me. That works. You found it? Yeah, just post it in the Discord. $32 minutes to wait? 32 minutes what? Oh, because it's bit, yeah. I mean, but that's okay. You just post it anyway. Can I do my pulls in your world for... I ain't tripping. I mean, we're not in my world, but yeah. Okay, I got the notification, Jalen. So what it should do is it should upload a... Uh-oh. It should upload a low quality version immediately, and then, or like a preview or something. No, I take that back. Yeah, I think that's how it works. It's gonna upload like a low quality, and then it'll upload the full video, and then it'll show the low quality. Well, it'll encode the low quality, and then you gotta wait like a while. And after a while, it'll eventually be high quality. No, you do 4-piece cryo. You could do 2-piece, but hold on. There we go. Let's go. Jump, you. Yes, sir. Was Ayaka fun? Was she satisfactory? Did she make the things work? Did she do the things? Nah, think about it. I wonder if Albedo actually would have been better. Like, I think Albedo gets a lot of flack, but he's actually low-key kind of like that guy. Yeah, you would use a 4-piece blizzard. Do you know what day it is? It's my niece's birthday. Let's go! and it's sunny outside, this is the day I need to be having my blinds open and all that. No more resin? Okay. Hold on, what level is this? Is it? You leave her right there. Hold on. Hold on. April Fool's Day? Oh yeah, I should have just not streamed today. Just play. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. Yeah, yeah. By the way, yeah, pleasure playing with you. Dang, it is April Fool's. That's crazy. Using it for a quick swap burst. Oh yeah, then you could just yeah, you could just do 4P symbol. I don't recommend it. The burst is gonna be really cheese, but you can use 4P symbol. You can also use energy recharge on a 4-piece blizzard, but you know, just if you just want her to be up, quick, ready to go, then you just give her all the DPS on a 4-piece emblem. But you have to build her like the same way you would build like Xing Cho. But in this case, you're still gonna want 70 because she's hitting multiple. You're gonna build her like Yelan. So Yelan, but the difference is it's gonna be an attack timepiece or energy recharge, and then you're gonna have a cryo goblet. Same exact build though. Should I pull during April Fools? Nope. But I'm waiting for Kuki to pull anything. That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's see. By the way, I got some good news for Delmer Precision. The more I keep telling people about what I do on stream, there's some people who are like looking into Delmer Precision now from a business standpoint. And it's really because of you guys' efforts. You know what I mean? Because you guys' grades are getting better and you're focusing on your lives, like lives and whatnot. Like I talked to the owner of a tech company this morning. That was the Zoom call. And I was like, yeah, we take donations. And I was like kind of joking. And she was like, nah, I'll definitely donate. And I'm like, wait, what? So y'all keep getting y'all grades. You know what I mean? And then things will, you know. But I was, of course, explaining, oh, yeah, let me pull. Oh, yeah, Arentu. Here we go. Yeah, do your wishes. And then let me pull the next one. Yeah, things are definitely looking up. Yeah, things are definitely looking up. I told y'all I know people. You know what I mean? People be, oh, he just lying. No, I know people. I know people in a lot of places. It's just that, you know, sometimes if you, I'll explain to you guys in a minute. Oh, okay. So I know you want to do wishes here, but what did you need help with? And who are you pulling for? I don't know who you're pulling for. You're pulling for Shinha? Okay. So if you're pulling for Shinha, I'm going to get Shinha and Rosaria. And then I'm going to do this, and then we're going to chill and leeway. Alright, go for it. I'm going to try and keep that buff active. Energy recharge, basically. It's not energy recharge. It gives you it lowers your skill cooldown. So a situation occurs and then it lowers your skill cooldown based on that situation. That's what Ayaka C1 does. Permafreeze Ayaka. What is this? A showcase or a question or a review? Bring Chong Yun. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's go. Alright. And then you said Rentu, you got. Oh, could you check my Yao Yao? I did change. Who is this? I did. Could you check my Yao Yao? I did the changes you told. Okay, let's go. You got gold? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Please be Shinha. 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 See? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We caused them vibes, cuz. We caused them vibes, cuz. We caused them vibes. You better pull her out right now. Level 1 and all. Pull out that level 1. Let's get that level 1 Shinha, cuz. No. You the best. Nah, no, no. You done built up the karma. You know what I mean? You done went to work and gave a customer a compliment. You know what I mean? You done finished all your work, came home, kissed your family, went to sleep. You know what I mean? You showed up to work on time. You know what I mean? You finished your job before you clocked out. You didn't just leave early and leave a customer hanging. And now you got Shinha, cuz. Out here putting loveliness in the world. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Shinha's not like the strongest, bestest of all characters, but oh my god, is she fun. She is dummy fun. And it was 20 pity. Hey! Alright, hold on, let me look at this Yao Yao. Alright, so you going ahead and y'all two go kill stuff. Y'all go kill stuff. I'm gonna look at your Yao Yao, okay? Oh, by the way, Shinha, I forgot exactly what she needs. She needs this, so you can have all of mine. They're all in upper leeway. So there's a lot of them in this area. Up here, there's, I think no, these are chilies. But they're kind of like around where the chilies are, but you can just go start collecting them while you can. Because I'm pretty sure somebody might jump in my world and want to take them or whatever. But yeah, just go start taking them. Yeah, just pull. But yeah, go grab the flowers. What are you doing? Go get the flowers. Unless you got 250 million of them. Yeah, go get go get Kazuha or something, and then just go get the flower stuff. It's a Chinsen or whatever it's called. Yeah, go take them. Go take them. Somebody's gonna take them. You might as well just take them. All right, so let's see. So yep, and 172. Okay. And then we got, okay, that definitely works. Energy recharge, crit rate, energy recharge. We got HP, crit rate, energy recharge. Crit rate, energy recharge. Crit rate, energy recharge. Hey, now, hold on, what was that? Healing bonus? Yep, HP healing bonus. Yep, now how is your Yao Yao feel? Oh, yeah. Yeah, now how she feel now? Is she feeling a lot better? I bet she's feeling way better now. You're getting your 20% attack off the skill, because the skill is just it's just proccing tenacity. You could do some dendro things if you like to, but totally up to you. But between the energy recharge and how strong her heals are, she should be way more useful. Way more useful. Now, if you did the same, you could do tenacity, you could do the same, and the build you have, if you want to use a different set bonus, you could use a different set bonus. Yeah, way faster. And then now you know the build, now you can just pick out whatever set bonus you like. If you want to keep tenacity, that's perfect. If you want to switch it to Deepwood, you could do that. If you wanted to switch it to, I would really only either do Deepwood or Tenacity, to be honest with you. But yeah, Deepwood, Tenacity. I would not do Noblesse. You can do Noblesse. I wouldn't do Noblesse, but you could do Instructor set. I wouldn't do the Instructor set. You can though. The Instructor set, it shares 120 EM with the team. That's totally up to you though. So, but yeah, that is the build that I would recommend. And me personally, I would be looking into Tenacity. What team are you using Shinhei on? Oh, yeah. Oh, what's going on? Gohan? Yeah, she could use her ult quicker. Yeah, exactly. Her heals should be more than sufficient, and she should be able to have her ultimate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 83 pity. Keep pulling. Could be the next one. Somebody literally just pulled Shinha in like a single or a couple. I think it was like 20 pulls. I think 20, 30 pulls. You about to lose your mind over this Sayaka. Woo! We out here winning, cuz. No, but I'm dead serious, man. Like, if I'm gonna ask you guys really for anything at this point, keep your grades up. And make sure you're winning in life. And if you need any help or advice as to how to win in life, like, please ask. I'm not saying I'm a TED talker or nothing, but if I feel like I can maybe give some advice on something, or anybody here really, between like me, Kinkle, even Burger, leadership, intro, just if you know what I mean? But, let's really try to win in life, because Domer Precision as a group, right? We have eyes on us now, You know what I mean? So, and the more you guys win, the more likely, you guys will win even more, really, at the end of the day. Yeah, Shinha is really good with Ayaka. Like, really, 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 really good. Believe it or not, Bennett, according to Kinko, Bennett is still stronger. I just finished my Shinha, but I haven't min-maxed my Shinha as a buffer yet. But for what it's worth, Shinha is still weaker than Bennett at buffing Ayaka. But when you compound her with Ayaka is where it starts. When you compound her with Bennett is where it gets ridiculous. Now, Shinha, to my understanding, destroys Bennett if you have the Queller. So if you got a Queller, she is outright. There's no competition in the buff. But then you have the argument as to, which one is more reliable in the field and blah 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 blah. So it's up to that person. Plus Bennett has constellations. He's more accessible. All that jazz. You took the flowers? Good. Okay. Did you have any questions? Did you have any other questions as far as your account is concerned? Could you help me with the artifact set for Shinha? Yes. So there is two. So there are two. So first off, what do you want to do with your Shinha? Oh, the Calamity will definitely change that. I think adding 1,000 attack to your Shinha is gonna make a huge change. Yeah, I am more than positive that she's stronger than Bennett with a Queller. If she's not, then I need to stop playing Genshin. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense as far as anything is concerned. You want her to help Ganyu like a good stepsister? Okay, so if you want her to buff Ganyu adequately, then your Shinha effectively is going to be your C1 for your Ganyu. Meaning that this right here is not. This is gonna help. Yes, but it's gonna. You really want the burst at this point. Is what you're kind of low key going for, and that's because of the resonance, the resistance decrease. Right? You want this, but you're not doing this for the quills. You're going to be doing this for the attack buff, and you're also going to be doing this one for the resistance decrease. Right? So, in Ganyu's case, I'm going to recommend really bolstering your like I really mean this in Ganyu's case more, because here's the thing. Ganyu's gonna exhaust your quills like that. Like they're gonna be like gone. Unless you do like a charge shot. Which at that point that doesn't really make sense. You just run Melt Ganyu. You can, but it's like just well, actually that's a good question. Do you run Melt Ganyu? It's only 5% stronger? That's crazy. Oh, you're running freeze. Oh, okay, so you're not a charge shot Ganyu. Okay. So, whoa. Well, okay then. Alright, so you're not necessarily a charge shot Ganyu, so here's the thing, because I'm trying to visualize it in my head, right? If you do this, your buff is stronger. I mean, your burst is stronger, right? If you press and hold, your charge shot is stronger, right? Now, with your charge shot, you'll have a certain number of quills. Like, if you do this, your charge shot is stronger. You get 7 shots that are going to be buffed, right? I think in your case, though, it's going to be 3.5 shots because if I remember correctly, it's one quill per hit, and Ganyu hits twice, right? If you do this, then your burst is stronger, but it's only going to account for like 5 hits off her burst. So at that point, a lot of your damage, for what it's worth, is going to be coming from the cryo resistance and the attack buff itself, which is great, but we really want to take advantage of that buff. So the build that I'm kind of having in mind, or the burst, I keep saying buff, we're really going to want to take advantage of the burst. So what I'm having in mind is, like, I would recommend Noblesse, personally. It either Noblesse, or you can even do something along the lines of like a two-piece, right? I do this is an experiment. This is my build. I like this build, right? But your goal is going to be like 3,000 attack or more. 3,000 attack or higher. Now, I have this weapon, and that's how I'm able to hit 3,000 attack. Now, I can use this weapon, right? But I'm at 2,800, which isn't that bad, you know, but I like this because I'm a weirdo, and I want a ratio and blah, 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 right? But if she's there to support, mine's isn't support. But if she's there to support, what I'm highly recommending in your case is at minimum 150 energy recharge. Your goal would be 180 energy recharge. What that looks like is anywhere between 10 to 20 energy recharge per piece, right? As you can see, I got a bunch of damage on mine, but that's because I pulled Shinha and I want to play Shinha, and that's what I'm doing with mine. But if I wanted mine to buff my Ayaka, and this is the next set that I'm going for actually, is you actually want you want attack percent and energy recharge, but you want a real strong hit on energy recharge, right? So it'd be 20 energy recharge, 20 energy recharge, 15 or 10 or whatever, 20, right? Energy recharge is the most important stat that you would want. And then you would, like, flat attack would be what you would want across these three, but not as much as you would want energy recharge, right? And you would do that whether it's on Noblesse or on a two-piece. And then if you're doing a two-piece, my personal recommendation would be here, because both the sets in here are plus 18 and plus 18, right? Now, Noblesse has been stated to be the strongest buffer set for Shinha, because it's given 20%, I don't know who that is, because it's given 20% attack on top of her buff. Right, so you're going to get your buff. You can still hit 3,000. You just need, 36% attack rolls on your across your flower and your feather, and the 36% will supplement the two-piece attack bonuses, right? But then not only are you going to be giving, you know, the 3,000 attack transfer, unless you're using like a Queller or something. Not only are you giving that huge amount, you're also going to give an additional 20% over to your team. So it's all in whichever one you want to use. So in a min-max scenario, Noblesse, right? But if you just want to get her up and going, you could do this one. It's up to you. It's really up to you. I don't think there's really that big of a difference. It's just everything in this domain will work, whereas only one set in this domain works. So that's where I'm saying it's up to you. Yeah, 150 ER minimum. Like minimum 150. I'm talking about with a non-energy recharge weapon, by the way. Right? The minute you use an energy recharge weapon, you automatically need 180. Yeah, crit doesn't matter. Yeah, nothing matters on Shinha except this number and this number. Right? This number is going to come off of 2 artifacts. And then this number comes off of all 5 artifacts. Yeah, I don't know who this is. You could do freeze with Mona, by the way. Mona doesn't buff attack, so Mona's actually perfect. Mona just supplies bonus damage. Any questions? And then we'll go farm it. You good? Oh wait, hold on. The weapon should be a Favonius. So you want to use the highest base. Oh, you want to use the highest base attack weapon that you have, or a Favonius Lance. I personally recommend a Favonius Lance. Yeah, Favonius is really good. It's the highest base attack polearm, to my understanding right now. I'm only Zhongli because Cloud Retainer. But yeah, so it's the highest base attack weapon, and it gives you energy recharge, so it's kind of double dipping on performance. Otherwise, use a really high base attack weapon and then just supplement your energy recharge via substats. It's up to you, though. At the end of the day, really, I would say if you can hit 3,000 attack with a Favonius Lance, that'll probably serve you the best. Yeah, Favonius is really good. And you don't need, like, outrageous rolls to hit 3,000 attack. You only need, like, 20%. Yeah, you only need like 20% attack across like two. I think it's like 20 or 30 or something. Like you don't need a lot of attack to hit 3,000. Yeah, and it does. Yeah, but yeah, if you use a Favonius Lance, you still want 100. Like the fact that it has 30 energy recharge doesn't mean don't use energy recharge. It just means your uptime is going to be more reliable. The goal is you want to just hit a certain number of attack. So if you could, so your goal is just hit 3,000 attack. Now any more attack that you get, great. But we really just want to make sure that your bursts has a really high uptime. Burger, you gonna take a seat? So whenever you're ready to farm, just let me know, because we all gotta leave and join your world. Hokage, absolutely, I remember you. 4K is with the Queller. Yeah, you need a Queller to hit 4K. You might hit 38, 37 or something crazy like that, but you need a Queller to hit 4K. People barely hit 41K with a Queller. Like it's hard to hit 41K or 4100, my bad. Base attack. Oh, yeah. Wave breaker, you're right. Oh, the wave breaker 620? Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, just use a wave breaker. So the weapon he's talking about, thank you for that, Burger. So the weapon that he's talking about is this guy. I don't know if you have it. It's a banner only weapon, but yeah, this does give a ton of attack. Yeah, we got to join your world. So you would take this and level this. I have this, so I like this one. But this one's good for attack too. I didn't know this was 620. Jesus Christ. You know what that's like for anybody who has this weapon? It's like that guy. Woo! You don't have it? Yeah. Yeah, 4200 with a Queller. Yeah, that's really good. A little high, but it is good. All right, cool. So we're gonna join a Rentu. I'll go ahead and bring Kaz. Let me see. And then their UID. This is up to you, Rentu, if you want anybody to join. Undefined is Burger, by the way. When is diminishing returns? I think it's like what, 4,000? I don't. Now I think about it, I don't think she has diminishing returns. I don't think there is a point of diminishing returns. I think it's just a matter of balancing what is available to her in her kit. Like, do you have access to her burst at any given moment is really the argument, I think. So it's a 604-413-9. Wait, what was that? 955. So 604-413-955 is their UID. No, you're good. But yeah, I don't recall there necessarily being a diminishing return. I know there's diminishing returns on attack that she can use, but as far as what she can transfer, I don't think it's necessarily there. The Calamity is 17. Oh, yeah. Wow, Calamity's still weaker? Well, sucks to be Shinha. At that point, sucks to be you, Shinha. I should probably quit Genshin. I have faith in their balancing team, and they dropped the ball on that. Jesus Christ. You know what? But she offers quills, though. Yeah, it's not worth it. Not necessarily eggs. This is per tick. We're not. I don't think we're talking in regards to quill, because the quills is what's going to offset the rest of that damage. The quill by itself, on average, is going to add 10k on top of whatever you do. Yeah, she's a cryo, which means she could be a cryo battery. When you add a quill, I'll put it to you like this: a quill will jump it jumps my damage from 47k to 55k for 5 of the hits on my Ayaka burst. That's with quills? Ooh, that's terrible. Ooh, so Shinhei sucks as a buffer then, if that's the case. Well, at that point, don't pull Shinha unless you... No, I could play somebody else. At that point... Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, Bennett's better. I mean, at that point, yeah, at that point, Bennett's better. He's hard to beat, though. I mean, to be real, like Bennett's hard to beat. I was just telling somebody that. I think it was who was it? Scoop. I was telling Scoop that, like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Scoop. Don't use Bennett. If you're not using Bennett and you want to stay as experimental as you have been, don't use Bennett. Because the minute you use Bennett, you will never not use Bennett because he's actually that good. Yeah, free to play, friendly. He doesn't need a bunch of weapons. You give him a Favonius sword, which is notably the weakest base attack out of all the swords. Next to like these two, the lowest you can go for base attack on a 4-star weapon is 454. Bennett uses a 454 weapon. He has the lowest base attack. What is this Ganyu doing? No, come to the corner, Ganyu. Ganyu, over here. Ganyu, over here. No! Don't get rid of the pyro shield. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Because we got a bunch of cryos here. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, we needed that pyro guy. Yeah. Well, how we gonna deal with this shield? I know. Yep. Yeah, you should have kept it. Yeah, you gotta keep the pyro guy. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Yeah, but not like that pyro. Like me just swirling the pyro guy would have got rid of the cryo shield. There we go. Yeah, so when we restart, you just run to this corner, and what Kazuha does is he's gonna pick up the pyro because it takes priority. And when I do this, it's gonna break the cryo shield, and it's gonna do a ton of damage to the hydro shield. And then when I hit my burst, it's gonna continuously do pyro damage, but then there's gonna be a hydro swirl. No, you didn't know. It's fine. I didn't know when I first came to Noblesse. Somebody had to show me, you know. But yeah, so. By the time it's all said and done, all the shields will be broken across what? I do need a sack sword and you do need C1, but I break the shield every time. I break all 3 shields every time. Then you stand right here on this little square. So as soon as you start it, you just run to this square right here. And all 3 will pop up, and then Kazuha does his thing, and you guys just murder everything. They won't attack Yelan. Well, but Yelan's doing Yelan things. I need to wait for the hydro. Yay! Pyro. And I missed my sack thing, but that's okay. Where'd it go? What? How is that not broken? How is it not broken? Do you have a pyro, burger? I know you got Hu Tao and Dormatsu, but do you have a pyro on this account? Oh, was he? Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Was he? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, that's super random. Alright, we got it this time. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. If he was outside the circle, we'll be fine. Because Kazuha literally can break all the shields by itself. And typically that pyro, that cryo shield is the one I need to break. That's what gives me my sack proc. Fav, hold on. You said Fav Shinha beats Fat Burger. Stay over here. Yeah. Fav Shinha beats Fav Bennett. What? I'll do some tests. Yeah, there's something else is going on. Yeah, don't do nothing, Burger, please. I need that pyro guy. You got a Rintu. You got a. There we go. Don't die. Please don't do nothing. All right, there we go. Whew. I'm like burgers. Like for those who don't know what I'm talking about, so this right here will blow away that hydro shield, like that, or that pyro shield. And it's like, no, I did the whole run is I need that pyro shield. And it's like the minute he sneezes, he blap, that whole shield is gone. And it's like, well, hold on, chill. like you gonna accidentally hit a button, that shield gonna disappear. I need that. I need that. Like, man, yeah, but we got it. I just finished the Mourn 1,000 Roses brings it seriously, mess with my brain. Uh-oh. 1,000 Roses. Ain't that the that's the lady with the mask in Inazuma, right? Or no? Is C6 Yalan faster than C2 Ayaka versus the shield? Versus what shield? It depends on the shield because they're two different elements. Oh, Sumeru Archon? Oh, when you're trapped in a dream? Oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult. There should have been a shield that... I don't know why the shield... I should have got another proc on my... I don't know why my Sexor is not proccing. I don't want to hit my burst. You did not shoot? Yeah. Yeah, we might need a we might need a pyro in here. I don't know why that shield's not breaking. Yeah, it's cause he was typing. Yeah, let's get a pyro. Yeah, I'm not sure why that pyro one's shield is not breaking. Cause the only one that's really lasting is the cryo guy. And for one reason or another, because usually when I run this with people, I bring her, Yai Miko. And Yai Miko, she'll usually, like by herself, assist in removing, what is it, the cryo shield. But that's because Electro can combat all three shields kind of evenly. So that's why I bring Ayaka. Or not Ayaka, Yai Miko. Yeah, just bring Yai Miko. Now I think about it, just bring Yai Miko. And you just set up 3 in a corner, and then you could walk away, really. They know your pyros are weak. Yeah, literally just bring Yai Miko. We don't even need Bennett. Like, we could have Chi-Chi in there. Like, it's Yai Miko and like you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Wait, did we missing somebody? Oh, okay. Make sure you heal, Logan. Well, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say. Right here. Yep, and just stand right here. Right here. There we go. Yay! Why is the shield? You know what it's gotta be? It's gotta be because there's 4 people here. So I think the shields just have more HP or something. Because I do this with 2 people and that shield breaks like that. Because typically, like I'll show you guys later, but typically what happens is I do this, I hit my burst, I get another skill, and my burst removes the cryo shield by itself. And then when I do this, it produces a damage number which gives me another sack sword proc. And that second sack sword proc is what causes all the shields to break. Yeah, it has to be the fact that because the HP scales with how many players are in the domain. Hydro beats Pyro Shields. Yes. Cryo beat. Yep. Yeah. Well, Electro, what I'm finding is kind of like a universal shield or universal element with all of them. Like it kind of works just really well with all of them. I want to wait for a shield to. Oh yeah. God dang. All right, Ayaka. Jesus. He was like, I'm tired of this. Tell me y'all ain't feel the same energy. He was like, you know what? Y'all need to just go away. I'm tired of this. Electro, I feel like Animo is the slowest. I mean, Animo's good when there's multiple elements there, as you guys can see, but yeah, Animo is dumb slow. I think it might be the gauge though. It could be the gauge because there's not a lot of 2.0 Electros, are there? Like a lot of them tend to be like 1 gauge applications, right? There's a lot of 2 application Animos though. Geo just seems to be its own thing when it comes to shields. Geo is really slow against some elements though. Noblesse. It's a Noblesse domain. What are you doing, Bennett? What are you doing, Bennett? 0.5, right? Yeah. I know G... Look at Bennett, just being weird. There it goes. Yay! I'll just do it anyway. Yeah, it's a universal 0.5. I feel like Electro is like that. Like all the transformative reactions kind of feel that way. With the exception of Dendro. Like Dendro versus Hydro. Dendro destroys Hydro. Dendro is to Hydro what Hydro is to Pyro. You know how like have you guys seen Tartaglia one-shot an Abyss Mage shield? Like if you hit Tartaglia's burst, he'll one-shot. Like in a lot of cases, he'll like one-shot a Pyro shield. Yeah, Dendro obliterates Hydro shields. Like if there's a 4 gauge, I don't know if it's 4 or 2 or whatever, but whatever Tartaglia's burst is, it's got to be more than 2, because a 2 doesn't one-shot a Pyro shield. Sunfire Gene is really fun. Oh, see, I got my sack proc. I'm gonna assume that has something to do with Ayaka. You're stuck? Oh, okay. Are you using condensed resin, by the way? Did you see the Sunfire Gene versus the Cryo Herald shield? Yeah, that thing is kind of unfair. But that's Sunfire Gene because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's no ICD against it, to my understanding. Like each time it goes, it's a new application. To my understanding, like when I see, if you're thinking of, all I remember is when I saw Sunfire Gene, that shield went away. And the only thing I could guess is that each time it flares up, it's a new Pyro application. It's a new instance of Pyro application. And if that's the case, then that's the same as Yelan versus the Cryo domain, where everything on C6 Yelan is a new Hydro application. Or it's a new Hydro application, like just about. And that's why, like C6 Yelan, she could typically get rid of any shield super fast. At least when she first came out. I don't know if it's different now. Said I couldn't. Yeah! Yeah, we would just leave and you would just recondense. That works. really need. There we go. Pyro, let there be fire. Got it. I wonder if I'm the only person that hovers my Kazuha. Anybody else here do that? Oh, they're super dead. Does anybody else here do this? And then just kind of chill and... You're stuck in where? We're about to leave the domain, so he can recondense anyway. Why it took you 10 minutes to kill Cryo Abyss Heralds? Yeah, I hover to dodge, yeah. Yeah, I really use the hover. It's funny because I really use the hover as a dodge. Or sometimes I've noticed, I don't know if anybody else has felt this, but I'll do this. And if I drop too fast, then what happens is I'll miss the enemy for one reason or another. So, because sometimes they get popped up so high, like that I like miss them. So I'll wait for them to kind of float to the ground and then come back down. Alright, cool. Yeah, go recondense and then we'll start again. You don't really hover? Hovering is nice. How well does Jean work with Dory? I don't have Dory, so I don't know. Well, so the same way that Bennett and Kazuha work, where it forces Kazuha's burst to swirl Hydro, it would be the same thing with Jean and her burst. That's kind of about it. So it would just force an electro infusion on Jean's burst. I mean, that's pretty much about it, though. Or that would be the intention, is to force an electro on Jean's burst. Team Kazuha. Hold on. Could you imagine a triple kinky looking at this right now? You'd be like, I don't know what I signed up for. This little guy. Hyper Bloom with Dory and Jean is pretty interesting. Huh. Who... I would imagine the EM is on Jean in that situation, right? If only Dory could heal and provide a broken attack buff. You could do Noblesse, I guess. I mean, it's not broken, but it's something. It's just the results in AoE Pyro application. Oh, you probably took... Yo, what happened? We're just chilling. Waiting on you to get back with your condensed resin. There's a whole lot of Kazuhas here. Is that an Iron Sting? Yep. What weapons do we have? We got an Iron Sting, Freedom Sworn, 2 Iron Stings. See? I'm original. I'm original. Yeah. I love my originality. See how different I am? You see how unique I am? You know, I'm just joking. Alright, I'm ready when you are. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's take a Kazuha picture. Oh, too late. Ain't nobody using this axe sword, so I'm bringing Kazuha. Yeah, we don't need a buff burger. We need Animo, the element. I'd rather you bring, if you want to bring Kazuha, your Kazuha, I'd rather you bring Sucrose at that point. Because we don't need the buff, we need the Hydro. You got that much ER? Yeah, but I have this much ER with 3 skill casts. So I have whatever this number is times 2 at base, and then times 3. if I get my sack proc. I think technically I have the most energy recharge here. What's going on, Win? That'd be nice. It'd be hard, but yeah. Wait, what are we doing? That would be lit. Kazuha battles? No, it's not a battle. It's just I don't want to be not removing a shield. You know what I mean? So we need all the Kazuha skills we can get right now. And if it's not a Sack Sword C1 Kazuha, then bring Sucrose. I'll bring Sucrose, if that helps. Yeah, I'll just bring Sucrose. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll bring Sucrose. Wait, what? Oh, Lord. $1K with 170 ER? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Kazuha? Hey, what's going on, Star? You got Firezon level 20? There you go. Wait, why is there so much Animo here? Like, we just need somebody who can break the shield. Good? Yeah, I'm doing good. Yay! Oh yeah, I could have brought DPS Sucrose. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna bring DPS Sucrose. Where'd it go? What? Kind of want to leave that on. Hey, Mr. DPS guy, we're gonna take all your DPS things. Where? Here it goes. I'm gonna need that, and I'm gonna need that, and that, and that, and that, and good. All right. Because I still want the ability cast. So I'm not gonna be super strong, but it's something. Awesome. Boom 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 boom. Wait, where's Jean? Oh, there she goes. Boom 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, what? That works. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? Why not? Let's see what happens. let's see what happens. Yes, I do play Genshin in Mandarin. Deal with it. Japanese. Nope. Nope. Chinese. All right, let's go. Hold on. I want all the buffs. Animo? Yep. I need all the buffs. Your phone smells like dumplings. I don't know if that's a bad thing. We all just went from what? From supports to damage dealers. Oh, everybody. Well, because you don't need the, because we don't need the EM. No bless, Shinha. Oh, why Chinese? Because it's a Chinese game. I never understood why you would make a Chinese game Japanese. That's where I was confused. I'm like, it's a Chinese game. It's literally made in China. You know what I mean? The most busted characters are from China. Like, why don't we just make? I'm assuming you want to hear the whole story? Like, I would assume that the creators of this game had Chinese voice actors in mind. And with that being said, you might get more of a realistic, like, voice acting. You probably get more of the energy, the intended energy from the Chinese language from an artistic standpoint. Now, I can't understand Japanese. So if I just can't understand the language, I might as well just make it Chinese, because they made the game like in China and probably had a whole bunch of Chinese voice actors. Like, you would sound good as Sucrose. Like, she looks like that's how she's supposed to sound. Same thing with Jean, same thing with Kazuha, same thing, right? Like, take Nilo, right? Nilo looks like how she sounds in Chinese. She doesn't really look like how she sounds in American. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but yeah, I mean that's just my reasoning behind it. I know everybody does Japanese because anime, but I did Chinese because I'm pretty sure the actual talent behind the voice acting it probably matches the job more in Chinese. You know what I mean? It's like hiring Michael Jackson to rap. He can, and he's the greatest pop star ever, but he probably doesn't sound as good as like Tupac or something. In the story, the lip motion is only what? Cater to Chinese voice acting. Yeah, I mean yeah. Though I did swap over to Chinese for the Sumeru quest. Yeah. Possibly also for the Japanese players who enjoy being able to listen instead of reading the whole time. No, I mean, come on, Newts. That's obvious. Like, you speak English, probably gonna have it in English. But if you're gonna have it in a language you don't understand, like Japanese I understand. Because it's anime. But I'm not an anime nut. I don't watch a lot of anime. So I was like, if I want to hear a performance, I want to hear the original. I want to hear the performance originally intended by the creator, which I'm assuming is Chinese. So I changed it to Chinese. But the original reason why I changed it was because Barber's voice actor, whatever performance that actor is doing, is trash. And I refuse to listen to whatever that depressed voice acting is. Yeah, you can't be way in the corner. You have to come out of the corner. That's why I say you got to stand in that little square. Because if you stand way in a corner, for one reason or another, they just teleport to their original location. I want more dumplings. You are too funny. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to make a DPS Sucrose, as you can see, and I never finished her. I should probably finish her. Yeah, let's just do that, and then we'll figure out the rest. Yeah, I hated to change on Barber. My message is up in the chat. Wait, what's going on? Hey, there we go. Business going wonders. Up to me though for 17 people a day. Okay. Per appointment though, I'm building fatigue, which isn't good. That happens. Hay fever's kicking in. Yeah, I mean, but 17 people a day, that's a good amount, by the way. Like, that's a lot. Like, I don't think I'd help 17 people a day on a 9-hour stream. But that's good. That's really, really good. And you just want to keep it going and make sure that they're satisfied, because the repeat business is where the business really... I'm sure you already know all this. But yeah. Yeah, she went from bubbly to super... She went to, like, super depressed. Yeah, you're good. And typically, what's funny is, typically you increase the price to decrease business so that you don't overwork yourself. You know what I mean? And but that's a good sign. To the point where you have to increase business. That's a good thing. Or you have to increase the price where you feel like you are forced to increase the price. Let me see. You said someone add me to the queue. Oh, okay. All right, so wait a minute. Why? Wait, hold on. Why would we add you? Now I just thought about it. Why would we add you to the queue, Burger? Don't you got school, or aren't you supposed to be banned? Because of school or something? Like you got to deal with school or something like that? Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me one sec. We're gonna work on your self-discipline. That's what we're gonna do. So if you're not disciplined enough to just control your actions of not being in a stream, then that's just how that's gonna go. But what I'm gonna do is, I don't know why we had to go as far as like banning you or something. But give me 1 second. What? Who's this? Hold on. Give me 1 sec, guys. Where are you at? People have some weird names. I'm going through my ban list. Are you sure you're banned? Hold on. What's your name, Burger? What? Because we gotta get back. Because I do gotta get in the queue. I don't want to hold it up too long. But yeah, psychotherapy is pretty dope. You got a 5-star? Hold on. Hold on. Who'd you get? Who'd you get? What's Burger's name? Tainari's not bad. I know what you mean. I know how you feel though. Yeah, Win. That's why I started studying therapy. Well, that's the thing, and as you'll find out, I'm sure you know now, there's a reason why I say everybody should be in therapy. People who think they don't need therapy probably need therapy. Like, it's not, getting therapy to me is like it's like taking a shower for your brain. Yes, I'm studying to be a psychotherapist and a psychoanalyst. Yeah, I want to be, but I want to get the therapy license, but I don't want to be a licensed therapist. I just want to have the knowledge of therapy, so that if I run into somebody, I would at least have the wisdom to be able to help them out. But I don't know if I necessarily want to get paid to do it. You know what I mean? But I would like the license. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a licensed therapist. Yeah, every therapist has a therapist. I just talked to my therapist yesterday. My therapist has every therapist has a therapist. The therapists who say they don't have therapists are probably, I don't know. I don't know if a therapist who doesn't have a therapist, but anyway. I'm sure they exist. But anyway, you say I'm looking at who? Sorry, because I'm falling out of here. Permafreeze Ayaka. All right. So, okay. 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 You know what I'm going to ask you? You know what I'm going to ask you? I know you said specifically permafreeze Ayaka, but you know what I'm going to ask you? So Logan, because it's going to be the conversation until, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with. But no, everybody needs a therapist though. I'll get therapist. The president needs a therapist. So, Logan, this is going to be an ongoing conversation when it comes to Ayaka every single time. You do, okay. Yeah. So are you wondering if this Ayaka, because it works as far as permafreeze, right? I mean, we can maybe use a little bit of attack, not that it's necessarily necessary. It would be more. Okay, so in the case you're not, let's say you're not using TTDS, but you're using Mona, then at that point I would say you might want a little bit more attack. But if you're using TTDS with like Kokomi or something, or somebody that's not buffing bonus damage, but rather they're buffing attack, like Shinha or something. Like if you're buffing attack externally, then I would say you should be okay with a little bit low, with not hitting 2,000 attack basically. But the minute you start buffing attack, or the minute you are not buffing attack and you're using, let's say, Kazuha or Mona, where they don't buff your attack but they buff your bonus damage, then I would say maybe look into maybe some sources of attack. But she looks really good though. Like she does look really good for what it is. I'm asking that I have a second build with 35 250 with 22. I don't know which of those two is better. So so you want more. So here's Ayaka in a nutshell, because I know what you're talking about. So the one with 2200 attack would be stronger, right? But the difference between, and this is the best way I can explain it. The difference between this piece and this piece, right? So you got your 2200 attack, right? But which one is stronger? Well, the crit damage approach is, you said that's 400 attack? Oh yeah, that's 400 more attack. Oh wow. Yeah, so in that case, I almost feel like if you're running Bennett and Shinha, the crit damage approach might be a little bit stronger. Maybe you'd have to test it, but in a situation where you're running something like this, because I think this is what you're doing, right? So if you're doing something like this, right, provided you have 1800 attack, like, here's the thing, because I'm getting kind of convoluted, because it's hard for me to explain this. Let me organize my thoughts. So basically, this is what happens. You run, in a nutshell, in your situation, I would go with the attack, personal opinion, right? Regardless. But just so you know, you run crit damage when you're externally buffing your attack, right? If you're not externally buffing your attack, but rather you're buffing it by way of bonus damage, this is Mona and Kazuha, right? Or Sucrose. At that point, I would use the attack circlet. If you're buffing attack, TTDS, Bennett, Shinha, if you're doing that, food buffs, if you're doing that, crit damage. If you're buffing attack, if you're buffing bonus damage, right, the crit rate, crit damage, food, so on and so forth, then I would run that. Shinha is not bonus damage. She's cryo resistance and attack. About 150 ER. I don't have any ER, but she needs about 150 to burst on cooldown. So in Ayaka's case, wait, did you say he had a defense? No, he's good. So I think with your Ayaka, I know you have one with a whole bunch of attack. I was going to say I would run the one with attack kind of regardless, because that's a huge difference in attack. And that's a lot of attack. Personally, I'd run this one. That's me personally. I would run this one just to be on the safe side. Because typically on permafreeze teams, you're not going to be buffing attack anyway. And if you are, it's really just a TTDS buff, and that's it. Everything else is going to be by way of bonus damage or crit rate or something like that. Like Rosario with crit rate, you know, cryo resistance with Shinha or something. Yeah, you could do Shinha with the attack buff and all that, but yeah. 15 bonus cryo. Yeah, but she's giving like 68 attack or something. Like 68% attack on a given, like let's say you do her buff, bam, and you get 68% attack. That's a huge buff. Oh, that had a defense stance? Oh, you smoking? Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, I think that's where I was a little bit confused. No. Doesn't she buff attack on a given set of like attack? Like if you pop this, then she. Wait, what? Oh, it converts to bonus damage? So that 68 is only quills, right? Yeah, and it's flat damage based on 68% of her attack. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I read that totally wrong. I thought she buffed normal attacks by 68%. Like, well, of her attack, but I thought that added on to the attack of the character for that attack. I didn't think it just converted it to damage. If it converts it to damage, that sucks. Especially if it's quills. So really it's just a burst. That's not good. Okay, well, Yeah, I would run the attack. I would run the attack. I know this much. Crit damage beats attack when you're running Bennett. But that's because Bennett gives you like 1200 attack. Or he can give you upwards of 1200 attack. Third build is in between. If you're doing at the end of the day, if you're doing perma-freeze, all your numbers are good. Like you don't need more than 250. Especially if you have 2200 attack, like you don't need more than that. So for what it's worth, your perma-freeze does look good. I mean, obviously we want to do rerolls, right? But from what it looks like, your goblet is okay. That energy recharge roll is really good. Oh man. I'm gonna give you some game, okay? I'm gonna give you some. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. So I'm gonna give you some game. So the only time I would ever recommend taking a piece like this, where it does not have crit rate, is when that crit damage roll is 25 or higher. But 19 is only 4% away from 14%, and that's not enough to not roll crit rate on the piece. It looks good, but it's not as strong as it should be to justify not having crit rate on it. Right? So if it's permafreeze because you can't hit 50%, and we're gonna call it permafreeze. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Is calling it permafreeze because we don't have enough to call it a boss killer. So we're just using the word permafreeze to mask the fact that it's really just an underwhelming boss killer. And I want to avoid that, right? So otherwise, because if it's a permafreeze, your permafreeze, and this is what I mean by that, a permafreeze typically is pushing 300% crit damage. Does that make sense? 35 crit damage, yeah, but it's a defense stance, right? That's a defense stance. You can't use a defense stance. Say what? You know my TR, it calls me to sprain my ankle. Sprain your ankles? Jesus Christ. Yeah, but it takes 35 crit damage to do that. Imagine if you had an attack stance. If you had that piece with an attack stance, you will be 200 to 300 more attack above that, just to multiply it off of. So if your burst hits 10k, bow. If you hit 10k on burst, you could hit 10k with 14 crit damage. Yeah, it's Tourette's, right? Yeah, it's Tourette's, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would avoid using defense also. Yeah. Yeah, like 10 crit damage. Yeah, you don't need a lot of crit damage to beat a 35 crit damage defense piece. That's the point I'm getting at. Right. So stay away from enticing pieces. And this is really for everybody in the stream. If just because a piece may look good doesn't necessarily mean it that's a good piece. But just because it may look good doesn't mean it's necessarily good. Like that, like it looks good, but it's not good. For Ayaka, it's great for like Ito or something as an off piece, but it's not like don't be pulled in by the crit damage number. Be pulled in by the main stat that has the crit damage number. Right? Like that, like this piece. Like, ooh, Blizzard, woo, attack, woo, ooh, crit damage with 19 attack, woo. You know what I mean? But the minute it's defense is when it's like, oh, because you got to replace it anyway. At the end of the day, I would just re-roll the timepiece if you can. And if you're going for the lower crit rate, then yeah, you basically would want to go for 30 right here. Right? And then, yeah, you're creeping on. Yeah, I'm looking for that on permafreeze. Like 280 plus, easy. With 2000 attack. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for on permafreeze. Like this, or higher. Like permafreeze. Otherwise, just go boss killer. Because you can do it, it's just, we do want to avoid, you know, the main stats and, you know, all that jazz, so. It should, yeah. When you put that attack timepiece on with the lower crit rate or whatever, it's beating it out, right? Like, come on, I'll show you. I'll show you the difference of one source of attack. So, where am I at? So if I get, if I get Ayaka, and you have a missplitter, right? So if I take, let's take this off. Actually, no, let's leave that on. Let's say we have, okay, so here is, I don't know, I guess 20, right? Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to show this. Maybe I could do, nah. Yeah, I guess I can't really show it because I don't have a timepiece with 30 crit damage. But yeah, attack will beat that out. I'll put it to you this way. This piece and this piece, like this piece beats it solo, this piece beats it with Bennett. But this piece does beat it solo though. So if I go do, watch, I'll show you. I'm not gonna hit my burst, I'm just gonna do like a charge attack or something. So if I come in here, and this is the crit damage circlet, right? So 269. This is how close attack and crit damage are, right? So 6,700, right? And then if I run a really good circlet, but I add attack, so I just lost 40 crit damage, right? So I took away 40 crit damage, and that was, what was it, 67, right? Now I'm 69. Now you explain that to me. That was one source of attack that I added. I took 40 crit damage away and added one source of attack. You explain that to me now. That's what me and Kinko are trying to say. So switch it to attack, please. Does that make sense? You just gotta trust me, man. I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want you to lose. So if you insist, I'll put it to you like this: if you insist on running a defense piece, run the defense piece only in the event you're running Bennett, and that's it. If you insist, I want that piece because I feel like I need the crypt necklace, even though I'm in a blood gang. I'm a blood member, but I got a $1 million crypt necklace. So I'm rocking it. I'm wearing it. Okay, well, only do that in a blood neighborhood, aka with Bennett. Otherwise, it's weaker. Does that make sense? I can show you with Bennett too. Two piece is good. People do obsess with the free crit rate on Blizz. No. There's a reason for that though. Right? 4-piece Blizz is stronger. See, it's the difference of attack, right? And who you're playing the character with. That's what it boils down to. So if you're not running with attack, external sources of attack, let me make sure I'm clear on this. If you have no external sources of attack buffs, Bennett, Shinha, TTDS, food buff, whatever, run more attack. And you can even run the 2-piece noblesse and all that jazz, right? If you have external sources of buffs and all that, then you run crit damage or noblesse or whatever. And the reason why people typically run a 4-piece Blizzard is so they could compound a bunch of crit damage, because the intention is to run with Bennett or some external source of buffs. Like, I run with Barbara when I do my speed runs, and we all know my Barbara has what? She has a TTDS. So in that event, I'm going to resort to a crit damage circlet. Or you can run Noblesse. Right? Noblesse is really good though. Especially if you have no sources of burst scaling, burst bonus damage scale, or bonus damage for the most part, even though they all, I guess, fall into the same pool. If you're not diminishing returns on bonus damage scaling, Noblesse will beat out other sources. Yeah, then, it could be. You have to take damage for it to work, but it could be good. Yeah, but you do need attack. Yeah, you need attack somewhere. Like, she wants attack. But it depends on who you're playing your Ayaka with. If you're playing her solo, you can run Noblesse. You can run anything. You don't need a billion crit damage. If anything, you need attack. It's not until you include Bennett. And this is Bennett with a Fav sword. Bennett with a Fav sword. Now this piece is weaker than this piece. Not by much, but it is weaker. Keep in mind, this is on a Mist Splitter, where the base attack is outrageous. So yeah. The stream is gonna get split in half. So I'm doing a partial stream now, and then I'm gonna stop. I gotta go to my niece's birthday party, and then I'll be back later on tonight to finish up the stream. You take damage, and after everything is said and done, you have an additional 50% like elemental damage or something like that, and then you get 20% HP. No, but it was a lucky pull. And this was a while ago. 47 269 with on an attack goblet. I don't recommend it. You can, but I don't recommend it. I don't know when I'll be coming back. If anything, it'll probably be like 4 to 5 hours, I'm guessing. What I would say, Logan, is focus on the basics on your Ayaka. Just focus on the basics, right? Hit your minimums, right? Try to hit 2000 attack. That's cool, but the bare minimum would be 1800. Yes, I was always extroverted. Your crit rate, try to hit whatever your goal for crit rate is, and then throw the rest of your efforts into crit damage, right? But try to hit your attack goal and base your circlet on the team you're gonna run. Right, so you're at 2000 attack, you're at your crit rate, you got your crit damage, right? So all that's looking good, but at that point you could be hurting yourself because it was a defense timepiece, and to match the performance of that, you don't need a lot of crit damage to beat out the 35 crit damage, as we saw here, right? So, right, we saw how strong this was, right? So what you really want to do is make sure you have both. Right, and that's gonna min-max your Ayaka. That's what I would focus on. It's pretty much the same as mine when I use an attack goblet. Yes, but a cryo goblet is, I want to say it's somewhere around 15% stronger than an attack. So basically, if you do a charge attack for 10k, I do a charge attack for like not 15k, but I do a charge attack for like 12k or 11.5 or something with a cryo goblet. It's like something like that. Like if I do this, bop, and I hit for 10k, then with a cryo goblet, I'll go bop, and it'll hit for like 11 something. I don't think I have an attack goblet that matches, but maybe. I think I might have something kind of close. Was it 19 crit damage, right? So here's 17. So don't be mad. Why are you mad? What's going on, Applejacks? How you doing, brother? So it's a 2 crit damage difference, so I don't know if I'd necessarily count that too much, but let's see. So 6,155, right? And then I'll put on a weaker cryo goblet, because I have one that's weaker. It's like 12 crit damage or whatever. Right, so -5. That way it's not, well, it was 2 more crit damage. Like, okay, well, now it's -5 crit damage. So 6,100 and something. And 7,000. So you do want to run a cryo goblet. That's actually stronger than I thought, but yeah, long story short, the cryo goblet. Who was it? There it goes. Yeah. But yeah, just I guess what I'm saying is don't if you get to the point where you're not a problem. But not a problem. If you get to a point where you feel like you're band-aiding your Ayaka, don't do that. I will be the first to tell you that. Don't band-aid, don't attack goblet, don't do it. It'll work, but don't do it. Defense timepiece, if the numbers look good, don't do it. Like, just don't band-aid your Ayaka. Like, you're never going to be at peak. You're never going to hit your goal. That 10k raw burst is never going to happen. You know what I mean? So just, hit your minimums and you should be alright. You know what I mean? I want to, and if you feel like you're doing that, I'd rather catch it now than later. But for where you're at, you slap. So don't think your Ayaka ain't slapping. You is backhanding stuff out here, right? But if we could switch the timepiece to attack, keep the goblet cryo, you know what I mean? And it just kind of, you'll be alright. And yes, there are much better Ayakas in the world. There are Ayakas who have more crit damage and more attack than me with 50% crit rate. Every kind of way to download Genshin, but they always say I can't because I have. You have a what? Oh, an LG? Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't help you with that one. You would have to hit up, yeah, Hoyoverse support. So I would check out. I would file a ticket, personally. LG, it's a phone. Stands for Lucky Gold Star, by the way, not Life's Good. Eggs, what's cracking? Chips. I am eating tortilla chips, and they are amazing. You'll be alright, Preston. You'll be able to download it. You might have like not a lot of space, so you may need to do a software update, or it could be a number of things. YouTube name is Carrot. Carrot's favorite. Indefinite integral. What? I'm looking for it. Hold on. I wish I could just search the name. I can't just search the name. There's like this list of names I gotta like scroll through. Unless somebody knows a faster way. Bro, is he unhidden already or something? Oh, here it goes. There we go. Yeah, no, I found it. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, Burger. I don't know if he's here, but yeah, Burger, just discipline. If you need to not use YouTube, just don't use YouTube. If you need to not be in the stream and focus on school, get in the habit of putting it down and focusing on school. You know what I mean? If you need to not use Discord, just turn off, turn notifications off. That's discipline. You know what I mean? We gotta start doing that. That's gonna be our next workhorse for you, brother. Okay. Carrot's here, right? Oh, he might not be here. Okay. That's heckin' funny. That's the only reason you got in the queue? That is hilarious. Yeah, he was here before, yeah. Win! What's cracking with you? Oh, I gotta check the mail too. I got a pin. I got a thing coming in. There you go. What's happening? Yeah, our next thing we're gonna work on, Senior Burger. It's self-discipline. So if you shouldn't be in the YouTube, you have to manage that now. We can't ban you, unless you, of course, do something out of pocket. But yeah, you have to. We gotta start working on your own personal discipline. So if you don't need to be here, you need to make an effort to not be here. If you got something to do, you gotta make an effort to do that. And we'll support you on it, but you need personal accountability. And you're gonna be swagged out. Trust me, you're gonna need it later in life. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Man, these chips are fire, bruh. Fourth time's the charm, that part. Alright, so Win, is Win here? Yeah, Win is here. Okay, so I am going to get my tablet and go have a cigarette. I see a lot of Ayakas randomly. Wait, what now? You know what they are? Tortilla chips, salt, and a hint of lime. And I don't know why I was like, I'm feeling these chips right now. I just want to taste that. And I don't feel dirty like I do when I eat cheese chips or regular tortilla chips. That lime is hitting a spot right now. Is Win here? Are you interested in Baizu? Yes and no. I think Baizu's cool because he's a Dendro Catalyst user. So I think he'd be a great driver. Yeah, what's going on today, Win? I think he'd be a great driver for Hyperbloom and Virgin. But I run a healer Nahida. And okay, X, no worries. And he would I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think his application is anywhere near a review. Okay, I don't think it's anywhere near Nahida. Right, so really he'd just be so Xingqiu to C2 Yelan is to me what Baizu is to Nahida. So it's only in an event that I need my personal, because I run a healer Nahida. Getting Baizu would be like me pulling a weaker Nahida. And I don't know if I need that. But that would be the only reason I would even attempt to pull him. Not that he's bad, but that would be the only reason I would pull him. Alright, so let me see. So I joined you yesterday. And you are right here. There it goes. Okay. And these three, right? Yep. Okay. So let me plug my iPad in. Okay. 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 It's actually some pretty good crit damage for the weapon. Two piece. Okay. Can't see it. Oh, 4-2. Oh, okay. Okay, 4-2-1. Okay. Okay. What's your AR? I keep forgetting. 55. Okay. Got a lot of energy recharge. Well, he's only level 70. Okay, let's see about these guys. I've taken 14 exams in oh, you tripping. Actually, you're not tripping. That's amazing, actually. And you've been doing really good on them, bro. Like, for what it's worth. Actually, this isn't necessarily bad, because I'm actually fishing for something like this for my Ayaka. Okay, I'm actually happy you got that on. Okay. Here's what I would do. Level him to 90, or at least ascend him to 90. He has crit ascension, to my understanding. So I would do that. And then, of course, I don't know if you're level 90 in the weapon, but if this is the weapon you're going to use, 90 the weapon, particularly for base attack. And then for his talents, this is going to be your call, okay? Now, what's typically used the most is his normal and his skill. And you're going to use his burst, but typically his burst is like 1 to 2 ticks behind his skill and normals. So clearly you're using his normals and you ticked his skill, so I think it goes without saying that's probably what, yeah, so I think your head's in the right place. But I would work on him, and then you said you're waiting for the Widsith. Yeah, so him, the weapon, and the talents, I think is where I would recommend you go first. I'm not cutting out, am I? There you go, Burger. Yeah, keep that energy, bro. Dude, am I cutting out? I'm not cutting out, am I? Hold on. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
就和茶一样，细细品味，才能理解其中风雅。
Okay, I'll continue it. So, okay, good. So yeah, so normals, skill, I would actually kind of keep those even with a priority set on the normals, and then put into the burst as you feel is needed. His burst is really strong, but it's not going to have a higher damage output over time than his normals will. And then for the artifacts, it's pretty known, not even known, but when you get to this part, that 4-piece set is kind of OD on this dude. Like it's kind of overpowered. The new set on him, and it's between the 10% attack speed and the 40% normals. Now there was a case where the what was it? The Shimenawa set was arguable, but the difference between them in performance is, to my understanding, it has something to do with the taking 10% of the normal damage and moving it into attack speed. Because by moving it into attack speed from a damage per second standpoint, you do have higher damage output. You could technically go either way, but then with the Shimenawa, you lose your burst opportunities, whereas with the other one, you don't, and the damage output is higher by default. So, you know, it's totally up to you. Or you could use this set, but I still am, yeah, yeah. So when you get to the artifacts, I'm gonna recommend the new set. If you just want a straight DPS. But you can technically do a VV set too, but the VV set is typically what you'll run when you have weaker subsets. Typically, right? So you just choose those options from there. But yeah, so him, weapon, talents, and then we can get to the artifacts later. And then substats matter, but he's one of those special cases where the set bonus actually makes a big difference on him. Whereas somebody like Ayato, the set bonus isn't like a grandiose thing. You know, even for her, the set bonus isn't too, well, it depends. Right, but on him, the set bonus like matters. Like Xiangling, you can do a million different set bonuses. With her, you can do like 2 or 3. With him, there's like 2, maybe 3. Right, so, but you can get away with a 2-piece. But he's never gonna hit his peak with a 2-piece because the 4-piece set bonus that's available to him is crazy. Or the 4-piece set bonuses available to him are crazy. That's why it's like 50% normal damage, or 50%, or 40% normal damage, 10% attack speed. So that's what I'm saying. Wait on this because your ratio is fine, and this is all with an attack weapon. And if you had a wit set, it'd be this number plus 55, which is insane, which is good, really good. You know, so yeah, I would just focus on him, this, and the talents, and come back to the artifacts whenever you're ready. Any questions as far as him? Because she's the same? Okay. And then Xiangling, let me see. She's level 60. She is somebody that's going to be super important to your account. Favonius, okay, that's good. And then we have 4-piece Crimson. Yep. C3, good. Okay. Ooh. I like the energy recharge though, which is funny because the energy recharge, in my opinion, is like her most important stat above crit rate and crit damage. Depending on the team. Dude, my mic is cutting out like crazy. Or feels like it is. I sound fine, right? Do I sound fine? Because I'm in the garage. Do I sound fine, you guys? That's a good piece, by the way. Dude, that's a lot of Ayaka going on. Okay. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so this piece, so good piece right here. Really good piece, actually. That one is that's a phenomenal piece. It's because of the EM. That's a phenomenal piece right there. It's good. You could use it. I agree. I'm fine with you running energy recharge because she needs it, like bad. I actually run an attack time piece. Pyro is stronger, yes, but you use it if it's available to you. So I'm not gonna hold you to your goblet right now. But I do like the energy recharge roll on it. At least it's got something, right? And then that explains it. Okay. But not too bad. Okay. Yeah, because I'm finna head in the house here in just a second. The crit damage roll, it looks great. The elemental mastery looks great. right? But I would still say I
我真贪心啊，
would still say a crit rate circlet just to make sure you're
刀剑
accessing the
爆
crit
业，
damage more reliably,
明刀
which
财爆业，
I'm sure you're going for.
明
It
公
probably
怀
just hasn't
宝。
dropped yet. Um, if there is a way somehow magically to substat some of the energy
这就
recharge,
是旅行者平日里的
then
生
I
活
would
吗？
even recommend an attack time piece
感
because
觉
you
又
should
多
have
了
a
几样
fair
游
amount
戏。
of elemental mastery or not. Oh yeah, she
像
ascends
这
with
样悠
EM by
闲
the way.
安静的
So by
时
the time
光，
she hits
就
90,
和
you'll have a
茶
lot
余饭
more.
多一点就好了，细细品味，
And you want to 90
才
her
让人在
kind of
其中风
anyway
中
because
开
of
心啊。
elemental. You don't need to, but if anything, you could. She's one of those few characters you can stop at 80,
嗯嗯，
right? You don't. I don't ever recommend stopping at 80. At bare minimum, ascend them, and this is because of talents, right? So you're probably gonna want to get her talent to like at least 12. Guoba is up to you. Her normals is up to you. Guoba will make a
刀
difference,
剑
but
爆业，
Guoba you're probably not gonna really.
明
What
公
I'm
怀
finding is
宝。
I don't use Guoba for damage. I use Guoba for
刀
pyro
剑
and
爆
generating
业，
particles. That's the only
明
reason
公
I
怀
pop Guoba.
宝。
I need particles, or I need to get rid of a shield or something. That's when I throw Guoba out. Her burst is where a lot of it's coming from. The rest gonna be level 80. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You could leave her at
像这
80.
样悠闲安稳的时光，
Like you don't
如
have
果
to
再多
take.
一点就
She's
好
one of
了。
the few you don't have to like. Her you want to
刀
get.
剑
You
爆
would
业，
want to get to 90. Him you want to
明公
ascend to
怀
90.
宝。
Right? But her, you could just leave her at 80 slash 80 if
就
you
和茶
just
饮。
don't, if it's not that serious. Right? But when you leave her at 80, you're gonna have to supplement that via substats, and you're gonna have to, you're gonna be investigating like fine tuning. Like so, you may be looking at maybe even crowning her burst. If you're not taking her to 90, you may be looking into at least get her to 12. If she's not 90, that you want that at 12. And Chong Yun, yeah. So I would if she is gonna land at 80 slash 80, then I would
明
recommend. I
公
mean not
怀
crown
宝。
because you can't crown it, but I would. Ooh, if she's at 80, you can't even get to 9.
像这样悠闲安稳的时光，
Okay, so you're
如果
gonna
再多
really
一点就
need
好了。
to. Yeah, you're
这
gonna.
就
Yeah,
是旅
it's gonna
行
be.
者
It's
平
gonna
日
be
里的
low.
生
It's
活
not gonna
吗？
be
真
sweaty,
贪心啊，
but it's gonna be.
感觉又多了解
It's
了
gonna.
一些。
You might end up being sweat because you have to supplement it. Yeah, you only get to 11. Yeah, so you're gonna have to supplement what you would get from the talents and the attack and all that stuff because she gets more attack. So first off, she gets more EM when you ascend her to 90, and then she gets more attack when you raise her to 90. So between the base attack, which is that white
才能
number,
理解其中风雅。
and the EM, to supplement that, you may be
刀
looking at
剑
an
爆
EM
业，
timepiece and some crazy. You're gonna be looking at
明
some
公
crazy
怀
substats,
宝。
and you're gonna need you will need a pyro goblet because you'll have to supplement it. Say what?
像这样悠闲安稳的时光，如果再多一点就好了。
Can we pause for a second? Say what? Appreciate how
我真
amazing
贪心
Chong
啊，
Yun his outfit is. You just want to look at his outfit? Yeah, Chong Yun is fitted. He was the first character I noticed that had a fit that I would wear, minus the way the bottom of his pants and all that
就
looks.
和
But
刀
yeah,
剑爆
the
业，
sweater
细细品味，
with the whoop whoop.
您才
You know
能
what I
了
mean?
解
It's
其
all
中风
white.
雅。
You know what I mean? He got the little kung fu shoes on. Yeah, he fitted. He's like the most fitted character in this game. Casually fitted. Yeah, Chong Yun. Yeah, he looked dope. I was actually thinking about maining Chong Yun, and then I ran into Xiang Ling and was like, "Ooh, I like Xiang Ling." And then I got Ning Guang and was like, "Oh yeah, it's over." I was like, this little cook, yeah, I'm using the cook. But Chong Yun, yeah, he looked dope.
我真贪心啊，
Nice, nice.
刀剑
Yeah,
爆
that
业，
character should get way more
明公
shine.
怀宝。
I like Tarnari's look too. Yeah, Aloy looks pretty good. There's a lot of dope looking
刀
characters
剑
in this
爆
game.
业，刀剑爆
Like really
业，
dope
明
looking,
公
like
怀
really
宝
good looking characters.
明公怀宝。这就是旅行者平日里的生活吗？
But yeah, you can just ascend to 90.
感
Yeah,
觉
you
又
don't
多
even
了解
gotta
了一些。
go. I don't think they want to ascend. But if you're not gonna ascend, yeah, you're gonna have to supplement the performance. No misfoot. That sounds about right. Yeah, you can do like 9 to 10. Like Kinko does 10k a tick with a Kageuchi. Yeah, they don't want to ascend. Would you ever use fragile resin on boss drops? Yes. The only thing I say don't use fragile resin on is artifacts, because you have a chance that your fragile resin is going to go nowhere. Yeah, yeah, you could do 9K. That's where you should be. By the time you're done with your Ayaka, you should be you should be around there. Yeah. Oh, with an attack goblet, yeah, you should be at like 9K. If you go to a cryo goblet, you'll hit around 11. Like he's saying he's 11, you'll be around 11. Like 10, 11 or something. Yeah, what's going on, Win? By the way, side note. Yeah, so by the way, side note, by the time you're done, you still kind of want to fish for this amount of energy recharge. I would just substat it and switch your timepiece. So you want to take this 50%, spread that across your artifacts, if possible, and then change this to like an EM timepiece. If I were to DPS my Wanderer further, I really need the best artifact set for him. Yes, the new animal set is the set. So it's, yes, that's the best artifact set for the Wanderer. If you did straight DPS, it'd be this one. And what it really boils down to is the animal damage bonus plus the 40% plus the 10% attack speed. When you put all that together, that's what makes this the best set for the Wanderer. I think the closest contender is the Shimenawa set for a straight DPS. Like, this is the closest thing. Yeah, this is the closest. But instead of animal damage, it's attack, which matters, but not really. And then it's 50% instead of 40%. But remember, when you're throwing all that damage into the pot of bonus damage, it starts to the effect of it starts to diminish over time. So taking 10% of this and transferring it into attack speed, you now have another multiplier that's a fresh start, so you get a true 10% increase in damage. So 10% of this 50% is a true 10%, rather than, oh, I got a 50% increase, but you only see a 30% damage increase. So in this case, you'll see like a 25% damage increase, but you'll hit 10% more times. So really, it's like a 35% damage increase or something crazy like that, right? And then VV, that you typically use, and this is for anybody thinking of VV for the Wanderer, typically you use VV when your supports are outrageously strong and you don't want to overinvest in your Wanderer. But your supports have to be out, because the damage buff that the VV is going to give to them has to outweigh the damage that he does by himself. And if it doesn't outweigh, just make him a straight DPS. And that's typically not the case. It has to outdo the bonus of the set, I guess that's what I'm saying. So the damage bonus he's getting from that set versus the VV set, whatever, like let's say you have her, right? Whatever this does with the VV set, her skill, right? That damage over time has to outdo the damage bonus from his 4-piece set, and that's typically not the case. Unless your supports have like crazy substats, like a 180 crit damage like Shogun or something, or like a 300 crit damage like Ayaka or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Does that make sense? You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, any questions on the Wanderer? Yeah, the passive is amazing. The passive is it's a really strong passive. This is never gonna stop. Yes, you are strong. That's how much you should be hitting is 9K. It's a Blizzard set. Yes, you should be hitting 9K. 4-piece, yes. What's going on, Ronald? How you doing, brother? Been working on a mist splitter. Let's go.
剑就和茶一样，细细品味，才能理解其中风雅。
But did you have any other questions?
这就是旅行者平日里的
Oh, Clapped, how you been? Hey, Clapped, I talked about you the other day, bro.
感觉又多了解了你一些。刀剑爆叶。
I was like, bro, there's somebody in our Discord that has artifacts that don't make sense. You're having a... Okay, no worries. What the heck is a G14? No, I don't remember.
像这样悠闲安稳的细细品味，如果才能理解其中风雅。我真贪心。
I didn't. I don't think I did. I gotta check it. All right, let's see. Okay. So I'll come. Okay. All right, win. No worries. Let's see. So next one. It's kind of weird. Hold on. It already does more damage than a follicle or whatever that I had to. Yeah. Jalen, what's cracking? Well, no, it's a mist splitter. So the mist splitter is stupid strong. Like it's. So the thing is, you got to keep in mind the base attack. The base attack. Hey, what's going on, fish sticks? So the base attacks is. Oh yeah, what's up? What's happening with you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, no worries. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, remember I was telling y'all he gonna battle you with artifacts. You can't mention one artifact to this guy, otherwise it's gonna be a 30-minute conversation about who's better. That's Clapped, aka Elijah. Clapped will go back and forth with you until he knows that his is better than yours. But we do need somebody like that, because sometimes there are people who are overconfident and they just like, I'm the best, and it's like, oh, you haven't met Clapped though. But Clapped will actually argue with you. And that's because he got slapping artifacts. So anytime somebody's like, I'm better, I'm going to sit Clap on them. I'm going to be like, Clap, get him. Get him, bro. Cut their head off, bro. No, Clap will do that. Clap will do that. He'll tell you yours is bad, and he'll do that. Can I see? I don't have his account up, but he does have really good artifacts. Like he got some. He got his artifacts are kind of weird. Like 37 and God knows what. EM artifacts with like 40 crit damage. He got some weird. I'm like, bro, whatever you do, keep doing that. All right. So anyway, I know, but I thought the loss in crit damage would make it stronger or keep it. No. It's the base attack. The base attack. So the crit damage is simply just a multiple. By the way, where's Jalen? So I was wondering if you could look at my Hu Tao again. Hold on, let me look at Jalen's and then I'll kind of break it down to you. It's the balance. It's the balance of attack and crit damage is why the weapon, and the passive is why the weapon is stronger. Because the weapon is throwing is giving you a balance of the 3 artifacts that Ayaka needs, but it's giving you a balance of the 3. That's why. Did you just DM me? All right, Jalen. Where are you? I know it's like Xylan or something like that. Where are you at? There you go. Okay, 29. Ooh, EM's a little low. That's okay. 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 If these talents are up today, we gotta do something with that. Holy Jesus. Jalen said I went there. Yeah, no, it's once again, it's because of the balance of the weapon. It's the way it's balancing the stats. Yeah, they said, oh, you want crit rate? I'm giving. Hey, crit rate, where you at, bro? Where you at, dog? Hold on, give me 1 sec, Scoop. Yeah, see, there's like 100 things going on right now. 1 sec, y'all.
刀剑爆叶，大球球病了，二球球巧，三球球采药，四球球熬。这就是旅行者平日里的生活吗？感觉又多了解了你一些。像这样悠闲安稳的时光。嗯。
All right, I'm back. Her talents have me dead. Yeah, you got to get these things up. That is... Okay, so there's a couple things going on. So you have this weapon. You should be rocking a crit damage circlet. Now, I know you're going to drop about 30 and some change, but we want to, you know... So let's look at it like this, Jalen. So we just got done talking about the mist splitter, right? I'm going to use it as a metaphor. Let's look at this as a metaphor, right? So we have crit damage, we have really high base attack, and then we have, I'm just doing it like this so we can see the details. And then we have gains 12% elemental bonus damage for all the elements received for the mist splitters, emblem, attacks, the stack, blah, 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 elemental bonus damage. So what's happening is there are 3 different stats. There's a whole lot of base attack, there's crit damage, and then there's elemental bonus damage. That's 3 different pots that is adding to, right? And it's doing a balance of all 3, right? Now, in the case of your Hu Tao, and this is why this is relevant, where are you at? In the case of your Hu Tao, right? What we have is we have relatively low EM, we have really high crit rate, and then we have could be higher crit damage, right? So we have to, but the thing with Hu Tao is we have to balance these 2, this number, and the HP. It doesn't say what? Say what now? You have a crit damage, which is fine, We're going to get to that, right? So you would... There's so many voices going on right now, cuz. Hold on. It's like hard for me to focus. Here's what I'm gonna do. Cause I don't mind all that. Give me 1 sec. Alright, cuz, we gonna need that. Y'all need to stop. You just stop talking. Let's just stop. Okay, so... There we go. Perfect. All right, so what we need to do is pull this number down and feed it into this and this. Now, if you take away the circlet, that's minus 31, that'll pull you down to 38. 68. So I don't think we necessarily need to take that route, as we would rather bolster this number for now, right, as we're waiting for a crit damage circlet with crit rate attached to it. Now, how are you going to increase that that EM? Well, you have a attack time piece, which is terrible. What you really should have is either a HP piece, or what I'm going to recommend to you is an EM timepiece. The reason why I would recommend, even with the crit damage roll, the reason why I would recommend an EM timepiece, the EM timepiece is going to supplement a lot of the missing crit damage on your way to getting a crit damage circlet with crit rate attached to it, okay? You're not going to see this damage outside of running with Xingqiu or Yalan. Yeah, it's an attack sense. Yeah, they probably just didn't know, right? So I can speak to as to why you don't run an attack stance, but it's just because their base attack is mad low. That's all. Like, this number is super low. Whereas compared to somebody like Titanari, who's 552, and what level is he? He's level 70, and he's already higher. He's creeping up on her. And then let's say we got Zhao. Like, Zhao is 1,000 and some change. Yeah, he's got this weapon, but I mean, we're looking at a white number of 1,000 versus a white number of 560. So that's why you don't give her an attack timepiece, because the number she's multiplying on is really small, regardless of the weapon, right? There's only a 200 difference. So if you gave her the same weapon, she'd be like 700 versus 1,000, right? So yeah, we're not 700. You know what I'm talking about. Long story short, this should be HP or EM. I personally recommend EM in this situation with an HP substat. If you had to choose an extra substat, what you want is EM with crit rate, crit damage. But either way it goes, EM with just crit rate would be at least, it'll easily beat this piece out. Easily. EM with crit rate, just run that for now. Deep apologies for myself. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, not a problem, Win. You take it easy. You take it easy. What's going on, Ari? How you doing? Right. So let's focus on this for just 2 seconds because I want to make sure you get this. So what I'm going to recommend is I'm gonna say what I recommend the first piece you get, and then I'm gonna recommend the piece that you're looking for. Okay. So what the first piece you get that has elemental mastery and crit rate, slap that on immediately. If it's defense, energy recharge. I do not care what the other three stats are. If it's elemental mastery and crit rate, put that on immediately. Yeah, you want crit damage. Crit rate. The reason why is we want to prime you for a crit damage circlet. Even if the crit damage circlet doesn't have crit rate, which you already have, we're going to have to move some of that crit rate over here, which, oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot you got to switch that out anyway. So yeah, so you're going to want crit rate on it anyway. So anyway, EM timepiece with crit rate. The piece you're looking for is you're looking for elemental mastery with crit rate and crit damage, and hopefully HP in your substat. If it doesn't have HP on the substat, it's not a big deal. But if it has HP percent as a substat, that's great, but you're looking for crit rate and crit damage, and hopefully it has HP. Does that make sense? Yeah, because I don't want you. Yeah, I don't want you getting wrapped up in I need crit rate, crit damage, HP. Like, no, you don't need crit damage, crit rate, HP. You need crit rate and crit damage on an EM timepiece. And if it has HP, great. Like if you have two pieces with the same stats, but one has HP, pick the one that has HP. Right? And I'm gonna wrap up that one because that's the most important component to Hu Tao is your timepiece, believe it or not. Now I'm gonna take this character right here as an example. Now, if you have a circlet, right? Which circlet do you think is better? Now, obviously, I can't do this because of my goblet, but let's say you have a circlet that has 21 crit damage, right? Which circlet do you think is not that one? Which circlet do you think is better? This one or this one? Like, which one does more damage, and which one do you think is better? For Yelan. This one or this one? So if you're going for damage, this one. If you're going for burst uptime, this one. Typically, tryhards, and yes, I'm saying tryhard, and if you take offense to that, you're the toxic tryhard, right? I'm a meta slave, but I'm not the toxic meta slave. There is a difference. But tryhards will typically use this piece. Hyper efficient players will typically use this piece. Right? But your Hu Tao doesn't need this piece. Your Hu Tao would need this piece because it has HP percent. Now, if we take it a step further and we say, okay, well, I need a piece with elemental mastery, at that point, which piece would be better for your, this one would be perfect because it's got the EM and the crit damage, but let's take, what, that one and maybe this one. Yeah, let's take Yeah, let's take these two. So this one with 14% crit damage, 40 mastery, or this one with 61 mastery, HP, and 14 crit damage. Which one's better for your Hu Tao? I mean, this one's super obvious, but I'm just making sure you can spot what you're looking for on your circlet as far as subsets. Yes, and why is that? Right? They both have the same crit damage, right? But this one has more EM and HP percent. So the reason I was saying the HP percent thing is that your goal is the crit damage. So you have an option of two circlets or timepieces. Let's say you have two EM timepieces, and both of them have 14 crit damage, and they both have a bunch of crit rate. Well, now if one of them happens to have HP percent, pick that one. And the reason why is because you will run into situations like this, where, oh, should I use this or should I use that? You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying if it happens to have HP, use that one. I haven't done my cleanup. That's why Xiangling has. Oh no, that one has energy recharge. That's why. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, right? So when you're fishing for artifacts, just keep that in mind. All right, so let's look at the rest of it, and then you should be good. I hope my family didn't leave me, because they probably took off, but that's okay. Okay, so this piece is good in my opinion. This piece, you're gonna be re-rolling this piece. You just go for crit rate, crit damage. You're gonna have your EM here, okay? And then this piece is really, Jesus Christ, it's a really good piece. And then for the circlet, the only, oh, and you got, yeah. Say what now? That's right. You were gonna be 78. Oh. And you got 22% HP? Bruh, just run, yeah, nah, just run HP. Yeah, just run HP, not HP, just run Elemental Master here. Because you only need 30% HP to, in my book, you only need about 30% in rolls to justify it. You got 22% on one piece. You got 27 across these two, 28. So yeah, just run EM here. God, why did I say 68? Jesus. All right, yeah, yeah. What? Yeah, forget about that. Don't nobody care about that little crit damage. Get that up out of here. No, get that EM. Get an EM timepiece. You want to go farm it now? We're going to farm that thing right now. Where's my Toma? Yeah, I got that in a day. Yeah, it's got crit damage, but yeah, I got that in a day. But you need to get crit rate, though. Yeah, all right. So I'm finna dip, y'all, and I'm finna go to Crimson. Okay, I'm kind of hoping my family didn't leave. If they did, then I mean, it's cool because I'm streaming, but I don't want to miss my niece's birthday. Hold on, give me 1 sec, y'all. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back, y'all. All right, I'm ready. What in the world is that noise? Wait, is that your line? Oh, you got more now. Okay. Let's do it. Depends on who you bring. You bring whoever you want. Oh, yep, hold on. Whoever. Yeah, that was in the background, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to bring your line, that's fine. I'll bring somebody else. Up or okay. I just realized my Sucrose has all DPS stuff on. He kind of sucked. It doesn't matter. Yeah, don't get Burger started on how smart he's not. he'll say he's not smart for the next 20 minutes, and then turn around and solve a Rubik's cube worth of trigonometry or something. Yeah, he calls Genshin math arithmetic. So don't even. Yeah, Burger's the type of dude to make $6 million and tell you I'm broke. Yeah, seventh grade math when he goes to school in a school made for geniuses. Is it making sense, y'all? Is he making sense now? He goes to a school made for geniuses, like kid prodigies and whatnot. Like that's Burger's school. He goes to school. I'm dead serious. He goes to a school where kid prodigies are meant to go. You think I'm joking? Yeah, he was doing. Which is funny because yeah, I was doing geometry in the 8th grade. No, it was probably 9th grade. Yeah, geometry was 9th grade. You're right. Algebra 2 was 9th grade too. Yeah, pre-cal. Yeah. Yeah, no, Burger just says he's not smart. You gotta. That's the part you gotta ignore. You gotta just ignore that. He'll say that. Burger knows he's smart. He just can't say it. That's his issue. I'm letting you guys literally know exactly who Burger is because I've dealt with that personality type before. Yeah, you just gotta ignore it. Whether he believes it or not is something totally different. But he knows he's smart, but he can't say it for some reason. Like he knows he's a genius and can solve everything, and he's always right. Like he knows it, he just can't say it. He can't verbalize it. Let's go. No, no, no. What we need to do is get Burger to the point where he can say it. That's what's actually going to help him. He needs to be able to say it himself. If he can't admit his, if he can't verbalize his own personal value, it's not helping. He needs to be able to. He needs to be able to express what he. He needs to be able to tell people that he is valuable. That's why I think it's important. He needs to be able to say, "I am smart," regardless if it sounds arrogant or not. But it takes practice to not sound arrogant to say it. But he's never said it. So the only thing I can think of, Burger, is that when you say you're smart, you probably feel like you're being arrogant. So you downplay how smart you are. That's what I think. Hold on. I am, but I might be taking off sometime soon. Because I was gonna get a ride to the party and my ride took off. So now I got another ride that I'm waiting on. Alright, there we go. The circlet you just got, what about it? Is it smacking? Is it smackery daiquiris? Ah. Ah. I keep forgetting I don't even have to do anything with Zinc Choke. Because she generates all the particles I need. Typically. This makes me want to make him a DPS, but I tried it yesterday and I didn't like it. Okay. Sorry, I'm texting family. You say you need help with the mechanical array? Hey, is there somebody free who could help? Who's that? Donovan Place? Is somebody who could help him out with the mechanical array real quick? Because I don't know when I'm gonna be taking off, but the person here, I don't want to miss this one either, but I want to make sure I'm available for you guys. You can? That'd be amazing, Kinkle. Yeah, what's your UID? Yeah, Kinkle slaps, by the way. Who the heck is meat? Say what now? The meat? Oh Lord. You sent it? Okay. I just saw the meat. I'm like, all right. Is there a subliminal somewhere in that name that I'm not aware of? I gotta see what Scoop was talking about too. He was saying something about a G14, and I don't know what the G14 thing is. Bro, that has got to be the most annoying DPS ever received. All right, so let me see. So hold on. Let me see what Scoop is. Wait, what happened there? Language. I'll let it go through, but language. We on stream, bro. You can cuss as much as you want behind the scenes. Let me see. So, 1 second. Please don't die on me, iPad. Whoa. Okay, so. Ooh, let's go. Yeah, and it got HP percent. Yeah, that's exactly what you need. What the heck is this? Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what you needed. And then someone said I got a DM, but I don't. Oh, it was Scoop. Yeah, I don't see the DM from Scoop. Oh, that. Oh, that. Yeah. It's just time for yeah, but oh yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, nah. Yeah, cut. Yeah, cut got cut. Yeah. Oh, you might have to do it 3 numbers at a time, by the way. Oh no, he did. Okay, he did. Yeah, sorry, I was reading DMs. I got a pretty important DM. Huh. 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 What if I told you that Xing Cho's skill was meant to be 2 button presses? Boop. Kinko finna blow up, and I cannot wait, bro. You seen that? Where it's like 2 skill presses? He goes, psh, and then the second skill press is, psh. Like this used to be 2 button presses. If I can do it. Well, once a cooldown. Wop, wop. That used to be 2 button presses, and they turned it into 1 button press. Do you think Akomi's bubble can do more damage? Yes. Well, I don't know how much it did, but I know the cap is 30k. The average is usually like around 20 and some change. But I mean, you can max it out at 30k, but you gotta have dumb heals. Yeah, like 24 plus. Yeah. She can't do past 30k unless you proc super conduct, but I would not expect to try and do 56k on a bubble pop. I would just expect more damage in those doing the damage. What's happening, Shin? Because what is that? That's, what is it? 26, whatever 26 is divided by 3. You got 32 without super conduct? Well, then you got a bug on your account then. It's either a bug or a silent buff. It's either a bug or a shadow buff. Are you about to make more, whatchamacallit? And I'm talking about a buff to clam, because that's a clam thing. Let's go. Alright, I am not going to electrocute the water, because people do that. Yeah, shadow buff is when they buff, they issue a buff in the game without putting it in the patch notes. So maybe they raise the cap of clam without anybody knowing. Because that's the only way you can hit 32. Because the cap is 30. It's either that or like physical shred or something. Maybe physical shred? Like you got a Zhongli shield on or something? I mean, I don't know. But the raw cap is 30. And then maybe you can like shred resistance and then you can do super conduct. Because that's all super conduct does is it shreds resistance. So maybe you had like a 10% resistance shred or something like that. Or 40, or maybe 40? No, that wouldn't be 40%. It was some, it had to be a shred or something. But that would make sense. Because with a max shred, like with super conduct, with only super conduct, you can hit up to 56k with just super conduct, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, level that piece like ASAP though. Hold on one sec. Okay, so the time has come, people. It is time for me to go see my niece. For those waiting, I apologize, but family first. But yeah, I gotta get ready. I gotta start getting ready and whatnot. Cause I'll help one more person. I will literally help one more person. Hold on. I will literally, cause they're gonna leave, go grab something and then come back. And then, yeah. Yeah, no, most definitely. No, most definitely. Yeah, no. I'm gonna help one more person and then, but it's gotta be super quick. It's gotta be super duper quick. Whatever it is, it's gotta be dumb quick. Cause I gotta hop off, get ready, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the queue stays. And then when I get back home, I'm anticipating it'll pro home. What time is it? Yeah, so I'll probably go on for like 3, 4 hours, maybe 5. No more than 5, but like maybe 4. I'm anticipating like 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Like it's not gonna be super long. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go there, say happy birthday, hug the family, make sure she's good. You know, give her her gift, swag it out. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure I'm present. Really. No, who was next though? Curry. Oh, you'll be coming back. Okay, join the queue again then, Curie. Yeah, join the queue because I just took your name out. I apologize. So just pop your name back and just say join. You're crying. I got the dumbest EM timepiece. Does it at least have crit rate? All right. So Isaiah, what's cracking? Thank you for joining again. So yeah, when I get back, the queue stays. So you don't have to like rejoin or whatever. It'll just stay that way. Um, Isaiah, what's cracking? It's got nothing. Put it on anyway. Like screw it. Put it on. What's it got on it? HP, defense, defense. Attack, defense, defense, something like that. You want me to see the artifact on Zhao? I'll be able to see. Oh yeah, nah, because I ain't gonna be able to pay attention while I'm at a birthday party. I was gonna say send it in Discord, but I am not gonna be paying attention. 2 defense, 1 HP. Do it. Level it anyway. Oh, level it to 4. Okay. I need your U. There it goes. I see your UID. All right, so we're doing a review for Yoimiya 601 813. Oh, I have looked at your account before. Nice. Wait a minute. Is this Notorious? Notorious, cuh? Notorious. Nice. All right, so let's see. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, cuh. Yeah, I got you, Scoop. Yeah, don't. Yeah, you ain't even got to speak to the issue anymore. You can just let it be what it is, Scoop. Like it is what it is. Like it ain't got to be a whole conversation. You know what I mean? It could just be, well, that happened, and then we just move on. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to like be involved, and you know what I mean? Wow, nice. All right, so wow. Now hold on now. All right, so EM's a little low, but it's not drastically necessary. Holy Jesus Christ. Somebody type necromat. Thank you for that. And yes, we do take donations, you guys. Super chat, super thanks, cash, credit, debit, check, Google Pay, all the things. Wow. This is crit rate? Who keeps saying it's a flexor? I don't think it's a flexor. If it's a flexor, they have more EM. I don't think it's a flexor, bro. It's a nice Yoimiya, though. Like, not everybody with a great character build is a flexor. If they're a flexor, Kinkle, you're a flexor. Right? Every single character you put on this stream is a flex, Kinkle. You don't even mean to do it. This is not I don't think it's a flex. It's probably just a great character. That's really good. I had to tell Burger the same thing. They flexing. No, it's not a flex. Wow. Wait, what? What kind of smokery daiquiri was that? Okay, that's really good. That's pretty solid. That's really good. Yeah, it's really good. This piece I'm kind of impressed by. Doesn't make sense, but that's a really good piece. You got the goblet? Oh, that's what it was. I remember. Yeah. Oh, that's what you meant by flexor. Yes. It's the flex. It's yeah. Because I think who was it? I think somebody was calling it distance. They was flexing in somebody's stream or something. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they weren't flexing because their goblet. Because your goblet was kind of last time, wasn't it? It was something about that. It was something about the Yoimiya was kind of like, like everything was swaggy, but it was something. I think it was a goblet. Is this same person, right? Yeah. Yeah. How's it feel? How's it feeling though? You know what I mean? How's it feel though, cuz? Nah, I mean, but it feel kind of whoo. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's yeah. I don't. I really don't. So here's the thing. So this is okay. Here's a strategy, by the way. Right. This is what I would do. Only because you're lacking elemental mastery, but I wouldn't touch anything. Right? Because it takes a lot of rolls and hits to even achieve a ratio like this with that amount of attack on the set bonus, let alone. Right? It's this is not easy to do. Correct, right? So with that, what I would do is set up maybe one of the teammates that are doing all of no damage, and give that person the instructor set, right? So now you're probably not gonna like this too much, but I don't know if you do you use Zhongli with do you use Zhongli with her for what it's worth? Yeah, crit rate is yeah you when you get crit rate. So here's the thing: you have 100% with 240. A lot of people have a hard time hitting 80, like let alone with 240, right? So you do Zhongli double hydro. Okay, here's the reason why I'm asking, right? Now, I don't know what your Zhongli looks like, but I think you know as much as I know. Like I have, like I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think I know Zhongli. I have like 5 builds for this guy now. Effectively, I have 5 builds and like 4 weapons. I have a build for like 4 different weapons. Right? I love this guy. Right? With that being said, you know as much as I know that he does no damage compared to Yoimiya. Not even close, right? So, with that being said, I'm highly recommending whatever weapon suits your fancy, right? But give him the instructor set. And all he has to do is hit one time with like a random thing on the side, and now your Yoimiya has an additional 120, putting you closer to 200. That's going to give you all the EM that you need from a character who literally doesn't need anything but HP substats. And if you're really feeling froggish, give him that with like a Jade Spear or a Battle Pass weapon if you just must have the damage out your burst. But clearly you do. You know you don't need that burst damage. It's nice, but you know you don't need it, right? But I would try that because I don't want you touching your Yoimiya unless you really want to. Because if you do, effectively what you're looking at is converting your attack. Wrong account. What you're effectively looking at is converting your timepiece from attack to EM, and even still, I'm like, I don't know about all that. I mean, you could, but you'd need the exact same rolls. You know what I mean? Or, like I said, you just run him on whatchamacallit, on the instructor set, right? And I'll put you at the 183. And now you have an EM timepiece worth of EM. You still got crazy shields, particularly if you run HP on the instructor set. Like you're not gonna be too far off. And I don't even know if you got C1. If you got C1 Zhongli, triple HP with what is it, the black tassel, and you're good. Now you have the Yoimiya, because I'm pretty sure you're not gonna want to run her with Sucrose or you said Zhongli double hydro. So give him, you know what I mean? How's that sound? Does that sound like something you might want to look into or try or? I'm just waiting on a response. Huh, what's cracking? I'm waiting on Isaiah. Are they even here? Either way it goes, yeah, it's a good looking Yoimiya. Really good looking Yoimiya. I'm gonna go on ahead and give credit where credit's due. I think it looks good. I don't like the EM, but there's a way to supplement the EM. It's because of how difficult it is to hit these ratios. Like I'm good with it being where it's at in my person. That's my personal opinion. I think it's fine being where it's at. Personally. Any of y'all got opinions about this? Because I'm about to start getting ready. Mm. What crit damage would I need on the EM Sands to compensate? No, it'd be the exact same piece, just EM. Literally the exact same piece. 18 crit damage, 10%. Really it's a crit rate. Oh, if you're talking about to compensate, you might not even need crit damage. You could probably just run a crit rate only and hit the same numbers. Or do at least the same damage. But what I'm saying is, like, go for 18 crit damage. Go for 10 crit rate and like 14 crit damage. But just go for crit rate, crit damage is the goal. On an EM timepiece, though. Because your EM timepiece is what's going to make it hit like you have. Like, you're going to be hitting like you have, I don't know, like, imagine having like an extra 100 attack and like an extra 20 crit damage, 30 crit damage. Over the course of your damage per second, because 2 of the 5 hits aren't going to vaporize, right? But 3 of the 5 hits, especially that last hit, the damage difference should equate to about an extra 100 attack, like an extra 20 or 30 crit damage. If you take off the attack timepiece and you add an EM timepiece, that EM increase is gonna. That's how much damage it should add. It should be, yeah. But long story short, you should get like a 20-30% increase in damage. Do you have the same crit damage and all that? Oh yeah. Do you have an elegy? Oh. If you had an elegy, then you don't even need EM. Okay. Yeah, you just rock. Yeah, you don't even need EM on your Emil. On your team, you just rock an elegy and a whatchamacallit set. You put an instructor set on Zhongli, at C, especially if you have C1. Instructor set on Zhongli, and you put the elegy on Yalan, and you're good. Yeah, the elegy gives you 100 EM. So you'd be at 163 EM. Yeah, you would use elegy Yalan. Yeah, but EM is very powerful on reverse vape teams. Like, really, really strong. Really, any reactionary, like, critical situations, like, EM is super strong. But we don't need you being at, like, 300 EM. That's not the goal. We just want to add EM to what you already have. And I think supplementing at least a little bit of the attack for EM would be fine. But if we can just externalize your EM, I think you'll be perfect. And Zhongli is the last person you need to be worrying about putting a whole bunch of damage on. The reason I'm doing it, for context, just in case somebody's like, well, you have. Well, yeah, I have, but that's because I'm going to C6 them and I like them, and I'm doing it for co-op. I don't want to be absolutely useless in co-op. But for everybody here who's been here forever, you know that my actual solo Zhongli uses this and has 54,000 HP by the time you're done. Like, that's the Zhongli that I use. He's not there for damage. He's there to protect and serve, and that's it. And I've cleared every abyss with the 50. I've cleared all the abysses with no damage on my Zhongli because he doesn't do damage. It just feels good seeing a 60 every now and again. Like, ooh, that's 60. Woo! Felt it in my spine. Woo! You know, 60, 80, whatever. Any questions? Oh, absolutely. We're going to turn up. We're going to turn up. All right. So I do got to go. This is CS with DWP. Without further ado, this is CS with DWP. If you enjoyed yourself during the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your wig screwed on tight. And I will actually be seeing y'all later today. Love you guys. See you guys later. Happy birthday to my niece. Shout out to you. You know who you are. You know what I mean? Swag, 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 swag. I really don't want to go, but I got to. Anyway, love y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all. Peace.